a name that defines the game, where the game's greatest players are made. And now, for the first time ever, it's coming to Texas. And there's only one place it belongs, Texas Card House. April 23rd through May 4th. Mark your calendars. More details coming soon.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Dallas, Texas, the home of Texas Card House Dallas. And tonight it's time for the Lone Star Showdown. There it is, the Lone Star Showdown, $50,000 guarantee. I'm RJ Dupree alongside my man Eric Van Loosen. What's up, Eric?
Not a whole lot, man. We crushed the guarantee. We got $64,680 in the prize pool, 308 entries today, and $14,000 for first place. And these are our final 9, getting ready to get after it. Shuffle up and deal. Let's go.
Down to our final 9, $1,430 locked up for these 9 players.
And that is our man Dylan, a.k.a. Ghost, doing the dealing tonight.
Look at that. Dylan in the box, doing some work tonight.
Does a little bit on our live stream on Fridays. He runs the floor sometimes. He's dealing. He's playing out there in the poker streets, and here he is dealing on our final table tonight, and we have an all-in the very first hand.
I'm proud of you, Dylan.
Before we've even had a chance to introduce the folks, Dylan told us he was going to knock out 3 within the first couple hands.
He mentioned they were going to get after it tonight.
I think he's got a hot date, and he's in a hurry.
This our man Kevin in the 6th seat. He is all in for $330,000. So that's a little over 6 blinds coming into this final table. Blinds starting out tonight, $25,000, $50,000. Kevin's ripped it under the gun with ace-jack. And it gets over to the big blind here, folds around the table. Voss looking at ace-10, getting a pretty good price here. He is dominated, but that is a pretty juicy price, 6 blinds total to try to eliminate a player. And you've got ace-10, Eric.
Yeah, not super comfortable here. Quarter of your stack would have to go in. We'd love to eliminate a player and start getting some of these pay jumps, but let's see what Voss decides to do here. This is a dream spot for Kevin if he does get called, because he's going to have the dominated ace. Just obviously has to dodge the 10. And a few other wild runouts, which we have seen here before. But he's pretty calm there. I think he now knows he's got the best hand here.
All right, Voss puts chips out there. He's going to make the call. So Kevin officially at risk here. He's got the best of it. Ace-jack looking for that double up. Got it in good here against ace-10 in the big blind.
Quick look up to the sky, pray to the poker gods, and here comes your fate. Kevin at risk. Ace-jack versus ace-10. Tournament life at risk.
$735,000 in it. Hand number 1. Queen 10 for the 10 lands for Voss. Kevin needs a jack or a king on the river to stay alive. 8 of clubs, no help. Ace-10 lands, and we'll take out the ace-jack, and that'll be an elimination here in hand number 1 of our final table tonight.
Poker is cruel. We didn't even get to introduce our man Kevin. Gets it all in good with the ace-jack, but does get eliminated by Voss. Great run there for Kevin, finishing in 9th place out of 308 entries and taking home 1,430 smackaroonies for his efforts today. Great run, Kevin, and we hope we get to see you on another final table, and maybe you're going to bink that one.
Absolutely.
Tough stuff.
We'll see Kevin again. Love it when you say ace-jack less than ace-10.
Yeah.
Ay, ay, ay. All right, 1 elimination, 1 hand. There's a look at our chip stacks coming into tonight. 10 in the 4 seat. He's our chip leader. Strategy over there in the 2 seat.
Strategery.
Strategy of some sort. He's second in stacks. He's over there in the 2 seat. We'll get to go around the rail here in just a minute and introduce some of our players. Folds around to the button here. And this is 10. the aforementioned chip leader, and he's looking at 10s.
10 with 10s. 10-10.
10-10-10.
Call him Ren 10-10. He is no stranger to our final table. It's been a minute, but he's made several final table appearances in the last few years.
All right, he's going to bump it up. 200,000 to bet here. Full 4X with those pocket 10s. Voss thinks about it with the king 3 suited.
And speaking of no stranger to live streams in our final table, Mr. Dreadzo, Fabian.
Yeah, Dreadzo's been hot here in the last few months. He's made a few final tables. Good to see him back tonight.
Does let it go. We don't get to see what that other card was. Maybe the scanner wasn't reading that card, but 10 shows the 10s and takes down a big hand. I know our 1-seat RJ, our friend of the room and, of course, of our stream, Mr. Venom. Mr. Venom, Jason let us know that Craig is a buddy of his. He's a bracelet winner. He won a freeze-out at the WSOP last summer, and he was also on the Chase the Dream last season with the boys. So shout out to Craig there. And the 1-seat. The 2-seat is the one strategery. We don't know how to say it, but it looks like strategy.
That's right.
And that's his strategy, is to
throw us off
and get us to mumble over our words, because words are hards.
Here's Mr. Craig rocking the Chase the Dream cap tonight.
And he also is wearing a shirt that reminds people the luck is greater than skill.
Hey, there's the greater than, less than theme right there. All right, strategery. He's going to bump it up, 125,000 to go with that suited ace 3. Over to Voss. He's on the button with Jack 9 of spades.
Got position, suited Jack 9. Doesn't want to play it, though. And it might be a good thing, because Dreadzo may come in for a raise, but does not. Out of position with ace 10. And the 7 deuce.
The hammer.
Does what 7 deuce does more often than not. It goes into the muck. And our main strategy going to take that one down. All right, our 3-seat is our friend Jesse. We play a lot of Hold'em with him out here in the room, and he told you he's got the tournament poker bug.
Yeah, I've had an opportunity to play with Jesse a couple times, and then tonight I visited with him before the final table, and he said, man, this is my 7th tournament, and I'm enjoying it. I'm anxious to learn a little more about tournaments, and it's fun to get in there and battle and compete. A little different than the cash game strategies he's used to, and he's having a ball, and lo and behold, finds himself at the final table tonight.
All right. Well,
not a surprise from Jesse.
Definitely want to shout out our 9-seat, Mr. Abraham. He's got 2 banners up at Choctaw, and he is no stranger to final tables all across the country. So
Abraham is awesome.
And our short stack right now is our man Shawn over there in the 8-seat. Shawn's no stranger to our final tables either. So great lineup tonight. I think strategy is on his first final table, so congrats to him. And we will see what happens. We are all playing for some big money up top. And second place is also 5 figures, RJ. 10,000.
That's right. We love it when second and third place can get to that 5-digit club. And tonight we've made it for a second place finish. Love it. All right, Dreadzo's going to take that one down, doing some button work there with the suited ace-8.
We'll throw those payouts up there just to remind you guys what kind of cheddar we're playing for here tonight.
Ain't no skinny rabbit.
That's right. We're down to 8 players, so everybody's got 1780 locked up, but we're all playing for that 14,220 up top off of a $300 buy-in. No matter if you fired 1, 2, even 3 bullets, that's a heck of a return on your investment if you get up there around first place. So great job by these fellas.
Looking at 1780 locked up for the remaining 8 players here. Yeah, Shawn and Abraham, Craig, all getting a little bit low. Shawn, the only one approaching 10x here, and they're all sitting next to one another, so that'll be interesting to see those blinds and buttons go through the short stacks as we are right now. Shawn's on the button, small blind, big blind. That's our 3 shorties.
That's right. Today's buy-in was $250. This is our new Lone Star Showdown,
oh, yeah.
so the buy-in
we
was
keep saying 300, huh?
even cheaper. We just got the chat pulled up, so we'll catch up with you folks here shortly. Speaking of our man Abraham, he's coming in here for a raise out of the small blind.
Folds around to the small blind. Abraham has king 8, worthy of a raise. Bumps it up, 110,000 to go.
Player stacks pretty close here.
Yeah,
Craig is going to make the call with the old San Francisco waiter.
Yeah, both players rocking about 13, 14 blinds, so not wanting to give up too many chips right now. Ace 10, 9 to flop, 2 spades. Abraham will continue with that ace coming out.
Craig says, I don't want to look at your stack, I want to look at your face. Such a handsome fellow.
Abraham, the handsome fellow, is going to take it down. Well done, Abraham.
Well done. Knows that's probably his range. So here in the chat, we got our man, Jedi Master Ted. We got Steven. We got the aforementioned Bob Venom, Poker Monkey, Ginger Danny, Vader Poker, Diana, Thomas. What's going on? JB3 joining us. And our friend Aubin, of course. How you doing, Mr. Aubin?
Hello, everyone in the chat. I'm about to get my chat pulled up as well. Mr. Aubin, what's up, buddy?
Blinds are going to be at this level for another 27 minutes. 25,000, 50,000, 50,000. Nobody really in super danger zone. Our short stack, I mentioned, was Shawn over there. Shawn and Craig now are shorties. Dreadzo waking up with a couple of cowboys here in the hijack. He's going to pop it up to 120. Those red chips are 120,000. White chips are those 5K chips, and the blues are 25K. And big hand brewing here, folks.
Here we go. Premium on premium.
They got a nickname for both of these hands, and I kind of like the first one better, the Cowboys. The ace-queen is known as what, RJ?
The parking lot hand, and Craig's going to rip it. He's got ace-queen suited, and it's going to be in danger here.
Yeah, 12 big blinds. That's a no-brainer. He is going to rip it with the ace-queen. See if kings are ace magnets or if the ace-queen is the parking lot hand, but definitely hands worthy of getting it in here on hand number 6. Craig, our man, friends of my man Venom, at risk here with the ace-queen suited.
All right, ace-queen for Craig. He's looking to double up, but he's up against it. Dreadzo.
Window.
Trying to eliminate ace-queen, but we got an ace of diamonds right on the flop. 8 of diamonds on the turn. Ace-queen's got the goods. Only the king of diamonds can change it.
Wow.
Not the king of diamonds. So Craig will find a double up here. Ace-queen greater than kings.
Absolutely.
He's back in it now with 1.3 million for Craig.
And that is a hit to Dreadzo, but he's still got over 1.2 million, so he's still in a comfortable spot. But big hand there for our man Craig. The full double up, the much needed double up, getting him out of kind of the bottom of our list there and getting him right kind of in the thick of things.
Yeah, moves him up to the middle of the pack, and now that will leave Shawn as the only super dangerous shorty here, rocking 10 blinds. Abraham and Craig both found a pot.
Shawn just getting through the blind, so he's got a few free hands here to look at. Maybe pick a spot.
Ginger in the chat says that was a beautiful flop.
Oh, it sure was.
I think we know who Ginger's rooting for now.
2 clubs and an ace.
All right, Dreadzo back to work. Ace Jack into low Jack. He's going to bump it up. 120,000 to go.
Suited ace worthy of a call here from Strategy. And Jesse's saying, okay, what kind of hand is he just flatting with? Let me check my holdings. And he is just going to let the Queen 8 go. So we're heads up. Dreadzo and Jesse both have an ace. And what do you know? It's a queen in the window, followed by a 3 and a king. A 4 and a king, excuse me.
Only one club here for Strategy. Ace Jack with the best of it. And a gut shot to Broadway here for Dreadzo. He will continue. 180,000 the bet. Ace 9 goes in the muck. Dreadzo will take it down.
This one too. This one's better. I like this one more than
If we missed you in there, Mr. Guerin, we apologize. Our man JB3, I actually did go back and watch part of that tournament last night, JB3, and I heard them talking about double entendres, but I think I started the video at the wrong time. So you might have to hit me again with
Double up, Tundra.
right
Double up.
around what time the craziness was being talked about there on that previous WSOP stream from Austin, Texas. And shout out to all those folks down there. The $1 million guarantee went well over 2.6 million. I didn't see the final numbers, but
Crusher.
they absolutely crushed it. And what a first World Series of Poker in the state of Texas. Pretty much guaranteeing us that it's going to be coming back because they did so well.
It's been a big one.
Shawn says, I don't care about no WSOP. I'm trying to win 14 grand. He's going to get his stack in here with AC Deucey.
There you go. He's got an ace, and he's not afraid to use it. Rocking those 10 blinds. He is all in for 515,000. Strategy on the button with King Jack. Definitely a teaser here. 10 blinds and a tickle. King Jack in the ballpark.
A couple players behind him, including the big stack, so wants to be a little cautious and decides to let it go, and so do the blinds. So nice pickup there for our man Shawn, and he will look for another spot with a few more chippies.
Yeah, and it looks like blinds have gone up now. 30,000, 60,000.
Oh, so we just didn't see him. So.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly if that hand was up yet or not, but they're definitely up this hand. 30,000, 60,000 to go.
So, yeah, when I said 27 minutes, they were already up to this level here. So we are at 30, 60, 60 for the next 20 minutes and 44 seconds. You can see that clock right in front of our dealer. A little better ace this time. Shawn picked up some blinds, so decides not to go all in, but just to come in for a raise. And it's 120. Just the min click here. 125. It would be a great pickup for him if he gets this through. And, of course, everybody else has absolute basura, pure trash.
Here we go. Shawn finding another one.
Picking up some chippies here is our man Shawn. Now up to 665K.
Basura?
Basura.
Is that a good word?
That means trash.
Peacefully?
No.
Nothing dirty? Except for the trash.
If they call you basura gringo, It's not very nice.
How rude. Off to hand number 9 we go. Shawn's got the hammer again. 7 deuce in the muck.
All right, Jesse's found a hand he wants to raise up.
Ace 10 suited for Jesse.
150 is the raise.
In the cutoff.
Front row.
Voss looks down at ace queen and goes with just a call here from the small blind. Dreadzo lets go the big blind, jack 5 suited. Not going to play. So we're going to be heads up. Ace queen taking on ace 10. Jesse, the original raiser, in the cutoff.
Both players whiff this flop. Voss does have that ace of diamonds. Still a little shocked he didn't come in with a 3-bet there, but chose just to play safe and flat pre and catch a flop. But now he's missed, and his opponent is going to continue here.
What is that, 180,000 from Jesse? Oh, yeah. I was looking at the QR code on the table. I was like, why do I see an extra chip? But just 180,000 and a QR code. All right, Voss not ready to give up here. He makes the call. Off to the turn we go. It's 6 of hearts, pairs the board. Some opportunities coming into play now.
Jesse paying a lot of attention to his opponent there, really taking a hard look at him, and I think he could tell that Voss wasn't real comfortable making the call on the flop, so he is going to continue.
275,000 from Jesse.
Yeah, very nice pickup there from him, really paying attention to his opponent. Those live tells are still a real thing, folks. He went ahead and leaned on him there and took down a nice pot.
What chapter is that?
I don't know. I can't read, RJ.
Yeah, no say nada. I'm illiterate as well.
All right, so strategy actually has a name.
Okay.
And it's spelled correctly, Brandon. So shout out to Brandon.
Well, he wanted to go by strategy tonight. We don't know who Brandon is.
Here we go. And our man, Shaggy Green Poker, that's our buddy Rich Hill, says he ran into some really bad variance today. Lost with 80, 90, and 96% equity. That's pretty disgusting right there. That'll make you not want to play for about 6 months, but
yeah.
Donated 3 bullets today. The good Lord says it's good to be charitable, so thank you for coming in today and donating to your local poker community. And here they are with at least 90K of your chips.
30, 60, yep, about that. All right, Abraham the Razor here. He's got the 5 of clubs and a mystery card, and he is under the gun.
Yeah, I can see it right now. Usually it will kind of fix itself as we get going, so hopefully that fixes itself. I'll see if the folks can...
We got a little bit of a stutter?
Yeah, we got a little bit of a stutter. Stutter.
Queen, Jack 6 flop, 2 diamonds. Shawn coming along here in the big blind with those pocket 3s. He's going to be set mining. Queen, Jack 6, not your favorite flop with pocket 3s. 2 letters out there. And a 6. 3s go in the muck. Abraham able to continue here. And he's taken down a couple here at the final table. This first orbit's treated him pretty well. Up to 1.15 million now. Abraham, one of my very favorite people to see around the poker room. He always has hello and has the warmest, friendliest hellos for me. And by golly, I appreciate that, Eric.
There's our man, Demon. Saw you in the streets down there in Austin. welcome to the chat.
All right, still 8-handed. It's the Lone Star Showdown from Texas Card House Dallas. Battling today for a little over 14,000 up top. And Craig has hit the muck with his 6-5. Action's actually over to the 2-seat. And Mr. Strategy, he's rocking Jack 10. Gonna try to bump it up here. Make something happen with the Jack 10. He makes it 125,000 to go. Ace deuce on the button. That's out of there. Shawn rocking 4 high. He's in the muck. Abraham in the big blind. He's going to let Strategy take it down. King 7's in the muck. So Strategy finds a nice spot there. Picks up some chippies. He's over 2 million now.
Yeah, normally, if anything, it's the video that lags a little bit. The audio still is good. So the video often corrects itself, so we're going to keep our fingers crossed because we've made the adjustments that we normally are able to here in studio.
Hand number 12. I think Strategy may have the exact same 2 cards. It was very similar. Jack of Hearts, 10 of Clubs this time. He says, nah, I worked magic with it last time. I'm going to put it in the muck. And rightfully so, because Queens are right behind him. Jesse looking at Queens. He's going to bump it up. 150,000 the bet from the Queens.
And 10's got a couple of 7s here, the old hockey sticks.
Yeah, he's looking at pocket 7s. Threw an extra chip out there, so I was making sure he mumbled a word call there, but I think he did say a little something about call, so call it is. All right, everyone else in the muck, we're heads up. Queens taking on 7s. 5, 6, deuce, a 6-high flop here. Perhaps a little spicy. 450,000 in this pot. Jesse leads out 200,000 with his Queens.
And our chip leader wants to know where he is currently standing, so he's going to bump it up.
Yeah, good flop here for pocket 7, so he's going to take it up a bit. 700,000 now the bet. A raise of 500,000, quite a bit. That's going to put 1.3 million in this pot for Jesse to think about. Yeah, that gets in the range of ripping it, and he does. He's going to rip it. 1.6 million the all-in here from Jesse.
Jesse and his girls, the ladies, they are all in.
It's probably going to be about 900,000 here for 10 to make the call if he chooses to do so. So 900,000 here. Is that enough to get away from it, Eric?
I think the player's telling you what he has here. I think at worst he's got big slick suited, right? Ace queen suited, ace queen of spades. And I don't even see an opponent this early doing that with just a flush draw, but man, I don't think I'm continuing here with these 7s, but
yeah, a very steep price here for 10 if he chooses to do it. And of course, he made his raise so large that now he's stuck in this spot, right? We've all done that before.
Yep.
Where we could have found out for cheaper.
What do you think, folks? Is the price right? Does he need to call here with a lot of chips already out there? Or does he need to let this one go?
There you go. 10 does get away from it. Well done. Yeah, 10's got a little bit of that old school sizing that can get him into some trouble in spots like that. And I appreciate it.
A little too big, but
yeah, I like some old school sizing from time to time, but Lord knows I've been in trouble with it before as well.
Yeah, he's still thinking about it, talking out loud. And we got a new chip leader, and that is our man, Jesse J.
Oh. Jesse J all the way to the top, 2.7 million now.
You heard 10 there just saying that he thinks maybe ace-queen, ace-king suited, like I said, but that's probably the worst of it. And at that point, you're still flipping with 2 cards to come, so he does let it go, and still second chip, so small hit there to Mr. 10. He might go rip a heater real quick. Walk that one off.
Got that lean to him, doesn't it? All right, Voss looking at ace-jack of spades here. He's rocking 1.2 million in his stack. Voss has had some tweeners here at the table. You know, some of those suited one-gappers and stuff you want to kind of splash around with, but not necessarily when you're 9 and 8-handed at the final table. So he's had those teaser hands, but now he's got a premium in ace-jack of spades. He bumps it up 300,000 to go. Speaking of sizing, 300,000, pretty large.
Oh, you want to see my smile?
Little 5X.
Take it down. 5X gets it done.
We'll have to pay attention if that's just the sizing that Voss goes with, or if he adjusts that based off of strength of his holdings.
5,000 left.
Basically committed himself to that pot there with the ace-jack suited. Shawn back down to 450, so he's got 9 big blinds here. Actually, excuse me, he's got 7 big blinds.
I lost my chat. Trying to pull you guys back up. Just in time to see Mitchell A. What's up, Eric VL and RJ?
What's up, Mitchell A?
How we doing, Mitch?
How'd you run last night, Big Mitch?
He said he was going to run good, closing things out, or at least he was trying to learn how to do that.
Yeah. When I left, I told Mitch he needed to teach us how to get people to shove into you when you've got the nuts.
Absolutely.
I don't know if
it helps.
I don't know if Mitch learned that or not, but I'm still trying to fix my face, I think, you know. Figure out what I need to do with my face to get people just to jam right into me
you need to fix your face.
when I got it.
Pocket 10's here for Craig on the button. Hand 14, folds around to the button. Craig looks down at pocket 10s. He'll bump it up. 140,000 the bet. Min click and a tickle. Small blind out of there, over to Jesse in the big blind, and he's rocking queen deuce.
People don't like getting their blinds picked on. That's a pretty ugly holding, but he may do a little something here, thinking that Craig is getting out of line.
There you go, and he's going to try to pick on the button right back, but the problem here is Craig does have a pretty strong holding.
And this is a Jack the Ripper.
All in.
All in.
Craig. Gonna rip it. 1.2 million the all in from Craig. Love the play here from Jesse. You don't have to just defend with queen deuce. You can try to pick on that button because the button doesn't always have a hand when they open, right? But this particular time they do have a button, or they do have a hand. Find out the bad news, let the queen deuce go. On to the next.
Yeah, 410K in profit there for Mr. Craig S. And that's our other Mitch's favorite hand. Of course, he likes them suited and booted, he calls it. The same color 10s. Shout out to the Godfather, Mitchapalooza, who's now joined the chat. What's up, Mitch?
The other Mitch in the chat. What's up, Lloyd?
Yeah. We got 2 Mitches. We got 2 Simons these days. We got all kinds of cool duos. Double trouble.
2 Mitches, 2 Simons, 2 famous RJs in Dallas, RJ Choppy and myself.
Yeah, well, one of them's famous.
Oh, how rude.
Dreadzo coming in for a raise.
Bump it up.
And Shawn says, I don't like my kicker. I got a suited ace. I think a lot of folks are just going to rip it there, but already facing a raise, he just decides to get out of the way with the ace-4. And good timing because our man, Strategery, has the birds.
Start to GG. That's a pretty good hand to have on the button. He's looking at aces, ace of diamonds, ace of clubs. Dreadzo just put a min click on this from under the gun with that king jack.
And always fun to watch what somebody does, both in their bet sizing and their body language when they do wake up with aces. We get to see their hand here, so we get to pay special attention to that. But players at the table paying attention too. And now Dreadzo's wondering, does he actually have a big hand here?
Dreadzo getting away from the 3-bet. Like a champ, king jack goes in the muck. Doesn't want to take it to battle against the aces. Out the way he goes, 270,000 there for strategy. Well done.
And some other fun stuff to talk about here. We've got our very own TCH Dallas Signature Series coming up here at the end of the month, May 31st, the Lone Star Kickoff event, 100K guarantee, followed by a 300K guarantee and a 500K guarantee. And that's just the big 3 Hold'em events. There's some other events going on. Definitely check out that schedule. That starts again May 31st all the way through June 15th. So make sure you guys are checking that, putting it into your calendar.
And we are in May, folks, so that'll be coming up here at the end of this month.
Yep.
The other day I screwed that up, and now I'm ready. I got to figure it out. I know that we're in May. You'd be proud of me, Eric.
It is May. Summer is pretty much officially here.
Yeah, I saw some people laying out at the pool today.
I heard about some guy up on his balcony in binoculars. Was that you?
No say nada. Sunny and 75. Loved it.
Yeah, not quite summer heat just yet, but the sun is shining on us after a week of rain. And Voss says the sun is shining on my hand.
Yeah, look at this. Remember last orbit, Jesse put in a raise from the cutoff, and Voss just called from the small blind with ace-queen. This time, Jesse trying to put in some button work with that 6-5, and Voss does find a 3-bet this time. 360,000, the 3-bet size. He's got ace-jack.
And our big stack, Jesse is just going to call here.
Love it. Wants to see a flop. Likes his range against a 3-bet hand. Can get out of the way if he needs to. We are off to the flop. Ace, ace, 5. Somewhat interesting here. So ace-jack going to land trips on this flop. Jesse is going to land a little something. He may splash around.
Yeah. He's going to find out some bad news pretty quick here.
And Jesse's paying attention to his opponent. You mentioned earlier that Jesse seemed pretty comfortable in reading Voss, perhaps. And Voss goes immediately with a check raise. And I felt like Jesse knew pretty quickly after he made that bet that he didn't like Voss reaching for chips.
Yeah, and Voss is only going to leave himself 7 big blinds behind. He's not folding here at any point after putting that kind of cheddar out there. So I think Jesse's just doing a little bit of a card funeral and will relinquish the 6-5. pretty wild to think your opponent is bluffing here.
Yeah, he's still checking him out. Now he's going to put some chips out there, Eric. He's not necessarily a believer. This pot's got 1.5 million in it now.
Confused shall say, I'm confused. It's now here's the jammy jam, and now you only have to call 420 into 2.2 million, but you're drawing stone dead.
Well, he wasn't necessarily a believer on the flop, but now he's a believer. But you got a big old pot out there, and Voss is all in for 420,000. That'll put Jesse in the squirmies.
Yeah, I mean, the price is right. The cards are wrong. But you've made it this far. Now what do you do?
Pot odds times 0, Eric. That's the hardest one to figure out.
Let me get out my calculator, see what the pot odds.
Check that one for me, because
Okay, there's the pot odds.
I keep trying to battle it myself.
What they teach us? Anything multiplied by 0 is what?
0.
0. You got no chance, kid.
But my 3rd grade teacher did forget that it's also called drawing dead.
Sometimes you get yourself in a pickle. Not that big a deal.
Yeah, Jesse's still got 1.5 million behind.
You get a little choked up with that bad joke.
So you're right, Eric. It won't be that big of a deal if he lets this go.
Forgive us, folks. We'll be here all night.
All right, Jesse's reaching for chips.
There's no bluffs here.
Does he want to do it? Knowing that.
There's no draws. There's no bluffs.
Knowing that there's a good chance he's drawn dead here. He does do it. 420,000 goes out there. He is disgruntled with himself.
It's an all-in, so both hands have to be exposed. So Jesse reluctantly shows the 6-5, realizing he is dead.
Finds a boat, but still dead. All right, ace is full for Voss. He's going to pick up a massive double up. He will climb pert near to the top of the leaderboard. He's got 2.6 million now. And that pot,
yikes!
That pot, a little over half of Jesse's stack. He's down to 1.07 million.
That hurt our man Jesse J. Still in decent shape, but not sure what we did there. But we can always regroup when we've got chips left.
Absolutely. When I make a mistake like that, I go start the car.
Yep, we're walking out the door.
Yeah, he's still lucky enough to have some chips.
Our man Shawn under the gun. Blinds have gone up. That hand took a hot minute, so blinds did go up 40, 80, 80. And Shawn has found an ace, and it's the worst ace. It's ace-6 offsuit, but it's good enough for a rip here. Finds an ace, knows what to do with it.
All right, Shawn's in there. 450,000 for Shawn. Does get rid of Abraham's ace-10. He doesn't want to take on the whole table here with that ace-10. A little dusty around the rail.
10 still trying to figure out how the hell Voss just got all those chips.
10's having a good time with that one.
Yes.
What just happened?
All right. Ace-6 is at risk. Dreadzo makes the call with the 44.
Pocket fours in the big blind for Dreadzo.
44 mag. I am hearing a little side conversation with Voss and Jesse talking about how they played a lot of hands together.
Voss said he knows I lie a lot.
He knows I can be full of it. Because 10 is just going, I don't know how that happened. What's going on? He's caught in the middle of it.
I said, what are you guys doing? All right, Shawn needs an ace here. Queen, Jack, 9 the flop, 2 hearts, no help for Shawn. Ace or a 6.
Now a 10.
10 for a gut shot. 9 pairs the board. 4s are going to hold here, and that will be our second elimination of tonight's final table. That'll do it for our man Shawn. He's going to finish in 8th place, Eric.
8th place for 1780. Great run, Shawn. Congratulations on another final table. But now we've got 7 RJ, and they're all members of the 2100 Club.
2160 locked up for these remaining 7 players of today's Lone Star Showdown.
Good stuff.
All right, so Dreadzo picks up the pot there. He's now up to 1.85 million. Finds a, you know how good it feels when you find a pot like that in the big blind, folds around to you, and you're like, let's have a go with these little pairs. Boom, take it down. You know that feels good.
Yep.
That's the kind of pot that crucial to make some real money at these final tables. Even though it was, what, 6 blinds?
Yep.
Finds an elimination, picks up some chippies, and it keeps that button moving. Look at the dust around the rail here. I think we've been 8 high so far. Dreadzo in the small blind. He's got another pair, this time pocket 7s. So he'll put a little heat on his big blind neighbor. That's Abraham. Abraham looks down at ace deuce. Dreadzo raised it up, 200,000 to go now.
I'm just seeing one of the comments from my man Venom. Clean up aisle 3, yeah. Needs a cleanup after that one for sure. All in and a call. Abraham's got the ace. Thinking he's just getting picked on here by Dreadzo, but Dredzo's going to wake up with another pair and back-to-back opportunities for a knockout punch.
Yeah, and that ace-10 from Abraham would have got that last one. Now he's getting it in there with the ace-deuce. He's up against 7s.
Yeah, that ace-10 last hand. Oh. One hand too late. Timing is everything.
All right, Abraham's in there for a little over $1 million. What's in this pot? 2.1 million in the pot. Dreadzo looking for back-to-back knockouts. Abraham looking for an ace. 3, 5, 5. A 4 could change things. Abraham picking up gut shot outs here.
Oh!
4 of hearts. Gut shot lands, but not out of the woods yet.
Not out of it yet.
7 or 5.
Oh.
Woo! 3 of spades. Double pairs the board, but not in the right direction for Dreadzo. Straight will take it for Abraham. He'll get the double up.
Back-to-back straights would have been for Abraham. This time with the acey-deucey. He's got 9 lives. He just used about 8 of them with the ace-deuce.
Abraham, the banner, finds the double up.
The double banner.
That's right.
Yeah. Last time I played up at Choctaw, I turned around and I was like, wait, I know that feller. The first 2 banners up there for our man Abraham up at Choctaw. A quiet champion. You wouldn't know it, but he has a lot of cashes, some big ones, and a lot here at TCH as well. Very esteemed tournament poker player. And we always mention we're going to glaze him up some more, but he is just the nicest dude.
Heck of a guy.
Yep.
Unbelievable how nice Abraham is. And yeah, I mentioned it earlier that he always gives the friendliest of hellos. Every time he sees me, I like that guy.
All right. Venom after that hand's calling for the Abe Craig all in.
Okay.
No chop. Play it out. Play to the death.
We're here for it.
No pair this time for Dreadzo, but that's a pretty darn good hand on the button. Ace-Jack. And he is going to rip it. He is not afraid to get the chips in.
Back to work he goes. Yeah, and he's taken a hit from that last pot down to 830,000. So worthy of just a rip here with Ace-Jack. A little over 10 blinds.
And just like that, back up over $1 million.
Here we go.
Well, we mentioned, folks, the Signature Series event is coming up at the end of May. That's normally right around the time we're doing our even bigger one. So last night we verified that we are still doing the even bigger one this month. It's just coming in hot in just about 10 days on May the 12th.
Okay.
So starting on Tuesday, May the 12th, the even bigger one is going to kick off. That is our $250K guarantee multi-day tourney, still with the double bag and triple bag bonuses. So y'all come on out on the 12th for the Mas Grande.
May the 12th be with you.
Yeah, that's right. The best monthly tournament
In all the land.
in all the land.
Ronnie B in the chat. What's up, Ronnie? Folds around to the button. That's Abraham. He's got 2 letters, queen and a jack.
Good for a raise here.
Our 2 least favorite letters when they come together like that, but definitely worthy of a button raise here. 9-4 in the small blind. Strategy with jack 8 of clubs might find himself in a defendable spot here.
It looks like more than a defend, RJ.
There we go. And he will re-pick on the button. Button doesn't always have to have a hand. We'll see what Abraham thinks of his queen jack now. We get to see the cards. But a 3-bet from the big blind does make queen jack shrivel up a bit. Queen jack in the muck.
Nice
Strategy
work. Yeah.
gets it done.
Nice work there from our man, Strategy. Picking up several blinds there. 280,000. Well done.
I hope Strategy is what he was going for with that particular screen name. You know, I'll be sad if we messed it up. And it's like stargazing young man or something. I like it if it's Strategy. I like it.
You get yourself in trouble trying to come up with an acronym there. So we'll just play it safe and call it Strategy.
Okay, good. I'm down for that.
Production thinking the same thing. They're like, oh, God, what are those 2 knuckleheads going to say over there? The Tin Man waking up with a couple of cowboys.
There you go. That's a good starter. $225,000 the open under the gun from Mr. 10. Over to the small blind. Strategy. He's in that 2 seat, so he's got to rescan his cards once in a while. But 5 deuce in the muck. Jesse 9-7. That's in the muck. No customers for 10 and his kings. But he will get a beverage while he takes that pot down.
Absolutely.
A little hydration. Very important at the final table, folks. Stay hydrated.
Yeah. Glenn Miller. I don't know what you're talking about.
How do you say ocho in Spanish? Voss looking down at pocket 8s.
Like we like them.
Fold around to the button. Strategy has Jack 9 suited. Voss just come in with a limp in those pocket 8s. Might that catch the attention of the table? It's always interesting when you get that first under the gun limp to see everyone's crooked eye. Like, what's going on over there? Strategy does come along with a call.
All right.
Jesse just a call. 10 with just a call.
This is our first 4-way flop. Here we go.
Jack 10 deuce. Strategy with the best of it. He's got Jack 9. And really not a lot of resistance other than Voss and his pocket 8s.
Yeah, he's in position on the button here. Bet it while it's good. Should be able to get this through. Might get a call from Voss. He is just going to let it go, though.
Here we go. 8's in the muck. Jack 10 comes out there. He doesn't want to mess with it.
Uh-oh, where is our friend Lego? Because we're showing cards, and that'll always get a tisk, tisk, tisk.
Does show that Jack says, guys, I would never just button bet at a pot. I always have it.
So Jesse J from chip leader now to the basement currently. 10 big blinds for Jesse. He got through the blinds just there, though. He's got the button. See if he can't regroup.
And of course, we're 7-handed now, so those blinds sneak up on you a little quicker than what they have been.
Absolutely. We'll take a look, too, at those payouts here. Again, after this hand, it's $2,170 they all have locked up. So those pay jumps are going to start getting a little chunkier. You might see the play change a little bit with some ICM implications if anybody else gets short. Craig here waking up with the beautiful ace-king suited in the hijack. He's going to come in for 175, so a min click and a tickle.
Did you say tickle?
I did.
That's my word. $175,000 from Big Slick. Strategy coming along. He's got suited Canuters 4-5 of clubs. 10-3-5, 2 spades. So strategy with the best of it here. Lands that 5. Ace King doesn't have a ton working here, but he's the original raiser. He gets to go first.
Little sloppy bet there. Let's see if strategy picks up on that.
$175,000 to bet.
That's right, William. He's got the Canuters, and one of them has landed. And he's going to see right where that 5 is.
$375,000 the raise from strategy. Yeah, you play those suited Canuters against a raised land middle pair. Always fun to try to find these spots.
Yeah, and once your opponent kind of has you picked as having an ace-king, ace-queen type of holding.
Yeah, you can definitely see strategy looking over there.
Yeah, it was going to be kind of easy street for strategy there if we just flat and don't continue representing a big hand there. So good fold there by Craig. Just missed the flop. Your opponent's raising you, putting more money in the pot than you're comfortable with. Just pick another hand and move on. Craig still has over $1 million in chips. Not a whole lot of blinds, but not in desperation mode.
Yeah, Venom's in the chat. He can tell us if Chase the Dreams podcast is still rocking and rolling, by the way.
You sure as heck did, AR Swish. The old suited Canuter. Sometimes they're suited, booted, and canuted. That is our favorite commentator salad word there to describe everybody's favorite holdings, the suited Canuters.
No Canuters in this one. Craig's raising it up from the low jack with King Jack. And that's going to take it down. No resistance from the blinds.
All right, Craig's going to get a little bit back of that previous hand he lost with the ace-king, so nice pickup there. So Strategy is our chip leader right now at 3.2, but he's not going to be in a real big hurry to double up any of those guys down there at the bottom either.
Yeah, Jesse and Dreadzo. Dreadzo below 11x now. Jesse just above 10x. So those two will be looking to move rather quickly. Strategy with a one gapper. Has shown that he's willing to splash around with some less than premium holdings. Love to see it. It's worked out pretty well so far, but does let the 8-6 suited go. I don't know if 10 might have spooked him there or something, reaching for chips, but.
Well, I think he actually was noticing that he was re-scanning the cards.
Yeah.
Like, wait a minute, is this guy folding out a turn?
Yeah, the rescan will get us once in a while.
And this is a spot I think Dreadzo is going to go with here.
All right, 10 does raise from the cutoff. He's got a suited ace-3 of hearts. He's going to make it 200,000 to go.
There we go.
And Dreadzo's going to rip it. He's in the small blind with pocket nines.
Got the Ninas.
Oh, my goodness.
Pocket Abrahams.
870,000 the all-in from Dreadzo in the small blind. Abraham with the aces in the big blind.
Look how many A's. Abraham and an A.
And we'll see what he does with this. He's kind of in the middle.
That's a whole lot of A's next to his name.
In between Dreadzo and the original Razor 10. And the original Razor, of course, has a pretty good stack. Yeah, Abraham does go with the flat. Trying to bring 10 on in.
Uh-oh.
And that'll bring a little bit of a head scratch for Mr. 10.
Crocodile has invited the wildebeest on into the waters.
Yeah, he has.
Come on in,
that
wildebeest.
Suited ace is hard to resist at this price. 890,000 the all-in. 10 already put 200,000 out there, so he's looking at 690 to see a flop, which is about 1/3 of his stack at this point.
That's right, Venom.
A little over 1/3.
He read your book. He's trying to get him in there so he can chomp him.
Ah,
Does
10,
not.
10 sniffs it out. Ace-3 goes in the muck.
All right, our man Fabian at risk. Dreadzo got the pocket nines.
We're heads up. King 9 deuce set for Dreadzo.
One ace left. Sit back down, young man.
Jack of spades the river. No help for the aces. Dreadzo lands a set of nines, and he will get the full double up. So Dreadzo and Abraham have just swapped stacks a couple of times now.
My
That'll
goodness.
put Dreadzo over 2 million.
The pocket Ninas come through with the bang bang.
No starting the truck for Dreadzo.
Well, that was a fun hand to watch, though, just the way it was played all the way around. Three very experienced players, all making pretty good choices there. Just bad run-outs for one and great run-out for another.
Pocket nines finds the double up. The hand I refer to as the truck starter. They only owe me about $1.3 million and we'll be even.
I love the nines. I don't know why you hate them so much. Little upgrade for 10. He's got ace-queen this time in the hijack. 4 minutes left in this blind level. 40,000, 80,000, 80,000. He is going to raise it up to, what is that, a 240?
240,000. That's 3x.
Yeah, go a little larger.
I love it. We've seen a lot of different sizings on our opens here at the final table, and I love it when it's like that. Good variety of strategies, even from our man Strategy. All right, 240,000 the open from 10. Craig in the big blind, looking at Queen Jack suited for a quarter of his chips to see a flop.
It's so pretty to look down at. A couple suited Broadway holdings, but facing a raise, really in any spot, gets a little uncomfortable. But at a final table with a lot of money on the line.
Yeah. It's pretty to look at. Your friend Cindy a poop emoji in the chat box. Queen Jack does make the call. Off to the flop we go. 8, 8, 9, 2 spades. So Queen Jack picks up some equity here with the gut shot. Craig could hit a jack or a 10 now. Queen obviously no good up against ace queen.
250, throws it out there. $850,000 in the middle. Craig just has 940 behind. Is going to get out of the way.
Yeah, tough spot there for Craig. Lets Queen Jack go. 10 picks up 360,000.
So there's those payouts. We just saw it in the chat asked again. So we are at 7th place now. Everybody's got 2160 locked up, but you can see those pay jumps start getting nice. Right around 4th place, actually between 5th and 4th, you're looking at 1,000.
Yeah, I'll take a grand.
24, yeah, big chunky pay jumps from then on out. So $14,220 for first place. Pretty nice prize for a $250 buy-in. All right, Jesse J, formerly our chip leader, got back down to the bottom, and he's found an ace and knows what to do with it. He's going to rip it under the gun. Knows those blinds are about to go up, so says to heck with it. I'm ripping it. This would be a very important pot for him to pick up. And Craig rolling in a 6-4. Lets it go.
Folds around the rail. One to get through here for Jesse. Strategy looking down at king 6. He's going to pick on his neighbor here a moment.
Yeah, I don't know that we're ever considering calling here for 830.
Yeah, a little over 10 blinds here. Definitely a little pricey for king 6, but strategy is going to put him through it.
I mean, you got to have a whole lot of winning history with a hand like a king 6 off to even consider this. Maybe it's tattooed on his right arm, king 6.
You never know.
I saw ace 6
Ace
offsuit
6, yeah.
tattooed last week, so. Shows the king, asks if it was good. No, sir. No, sir, it was not good. For the moment, at least, and Jesse will pick up a pot just in time for those blinds to go up to 50, 100, 100.
Blinds are up 50, 100, 100. Blinds are up.
50,000, 100,000. All right. We like this level, Eric.
We do, because it makes math easy. Now we know how many big blinds without
Craig
going to the
has
calculator.
9 blinds.
Right on the dot. Put it in the chat, folks. We're down to 7-handed. Who is going to be our champ tonight? Whether you're just rooting for somebody or you've tuned in and you think somebody's really locked in tonight, who is going to be our champ and take home the Lone Star Showdown trophy and $14,000 in cold hard U.S. cash?
That's right. Right now we're playing with these Texas Card House Fun Bucks, trying to turn it into real live cash. Dreadzo, ace queen in the hijack, 200,000 to go.
Sometimes I look down at the tournament chips, a.k.a. those Fun Bucks you just mentioned.
Yeah.
And you're like, man, I wish I could just cash out now.
Yeah. Do you think you're like rich for a second?
In a 260K stack here. I don't need to play the rest of this tournament. Let me just go up there to the cage and see if I can talk somebody into a deal. Never works, though.
All right, both blinds coming along here.
That is not a Jack 6-5 heart flop. There we go. 5, 6, 7, 2 hearts.
So the queen 6 lands here for Jesse.
Hit something, say something, huh?
Yeah, he hit something, but that 5, 6, 7 connecting board
Well, he's going to get in there screaming.
can be a little scary, but he's going to take it. He's going to take it to the streets. Jesse's ripping it all in, 730,000 with that queen 6.
You'd love to have a heart here if your strategy, but he does not. Got a gutter ball and technically 2 overs here to this board. I like pausing to think about this one a little more than I do the king 6 hand prior.
Yeah, and the 730,000 all-in size here is pretty much exactly what was in the pot.
Yeah, and he said it's the same size pretty much of the last shove you did, but he's going to get a lot more coming back his way after taking that one down. So Jesse now up to 1.4 million, getting that one through. Hit something, say something. It was good. Nice hand, young man. What else do we got, RJ? I think I put something else up earlier. This guy. We still have our Triple Crown 15K guarantee that's coming up a month from yesterday. You still have a month to get a final table appearance in a Thursday, Friday, or Saturday tournament like this one. You got to have one of each to make a final table. We've got just a couple players so far that have binked all 3 as far as making final tables and have their seat waiting for them in the 15K guarantee.
Yeah, and I was in the room Thursday night and Friday night, and both the Thursday night deep stack and the Friday night frenzy out of control this week.
Yeah.
Fantastic tournaments. They ballooned up in entries, and they were rocking and rolling this week. Speaking of rocking and rolling, Craig's all in with King Jack in the cutoff. And 8 deuce in the mug. 10 says you're lucky.
He says you're lucky. One big one I call. Well, he had no big one.
No big ones. 8 deuce in the mug.
And, of course, I'll put that up again because it's a really cool free roll tournament they decided to do. Started January 1st, going through June 1st there. The actual tournament day will be on Sunday, June 7th. If you actually win a Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, win them outright, you actually become a Triple Crown winner, and they put a little newspaper-style poster of you on the wall. So not only do you have a chance to become famous, but you can be the Triple Crown winner and get in on that free roll. Right now, like we said, there's only two folks, I think, playing for a 15K free roll. And one of them is our very own Chris Frechette from TCH Social Las Colinas.
Dallas Mavs HQ in the chat saying it's going to be Jesse or Dreadzo taking it down. They're playing to win it.
Well, good luck, Mr. Venom. I hope you get that last one. Would be great to see some more folks on there.
Yeah, Venom says he's got Thursday and Friday checked. Needs a Saturday.
Strategy picking up a weird spot here. 6-5 offsuit. We saw that fairy hand get Jesse in trouble earlier. He's going to raise it up to 220. Out of the cutoff, so he's in late position, but 10 does wake up with a hand here. He's got pocket sevens. See how he wants to proceed out of the small blind. That's how he wants to proceed, folks.
That's one way to do it. 10's ripped it all in for nearly $2 million here.
That is a big rip. And Voss has one of each, a 6 and a 7, as the kids say.
6-7 of spades. In the muck. 5-6 goes in the muck. 10's going to take it down.
Aggression pays off there. Far and away the best hand, and kind of fortunate because that was a big rip. I think the last time I did that, I ran right into the goods. Works out there for the Tin Man, who's now in second place. Little look at the VPIP so far, voluntarily put in pot. Strategy and Dreadzo playing a lot of hands, 30%. VPIP there, a couple players. A little more snug, not opening up their range too much, and a little more card dependent.
Yeah, and of course, we're just a hand 31, so a lot of that VPIP at this final table through 31 hands.
Could change drastically.
Mostly card dependent. Could change quickly.
We had a player on our cash stream last night through about 2.5 hours was at 78%.
Cranking.
That's our man Bingo. He was cranking last night. I think he finished at over 58% VPIP in a cash game last night, but tournaments obviously very different strategy than cash games. 10 picks up another one. Starting to open up his game a little bit. I think he got that black coffee, put a little extra hair on his chest, and he's ready to go. Oh, whatever, Venom. I appreciate it, but I don't think I've made a final table since November, so haven't played a whole bunch of them. But man, we've been close, but no cigar. May have to head back into the lab and do some studying. We know how to play this hand, though.
Strategy's got aces.
Got the Blackbirds.
Black Betty in the 2 seat.
And he says, somebody, I dare you, rip into me now.
Not a lot cooking around the rail. All the way over to the big blind, and that's going to be in the muck as well.
Nigh hand. Well, so qualifying for this final table, if that's what you're talking about, Dallas Mavs, you just had to be still alive when we got down to the final 9.
That's right. One-day event here.
One-day event for this one.
$250 entry. How many do we have, Eric?
We had 308, I believe, was the magic number. Yeah, 308 entries on the $300 buy-in. But
Says
of course,
$300
it's
buy-in.
$250 buy-in actually
Yeah.
today. That's what tripped me up earlier is we forgot to change that, but it was a $250 buy-in today. These final 9 that we started with are now down to the final 7. Playing for $14,000 up top. Quite the return on the investment, especially if you just fired that one bullet. What an afternoon of pay. If you can turn that into $14,000.
$275,000 the open here from Strategy under the gun. think I spent all my money today. Didn't make any.
Was she worth it?
I'll never tell.
Does she have a sister? That's what I need to know.
I'll send you a coupon.
Hand number 34, that's my lucky number. Let's see if we can get something cranking in this hand right here. Abraham is short. He got his aces cracked earlier. He has found himself back on the button, so let's see if he can get something to get his stack in and go for a double up here. Blinds are at 50,000, 100,000, 100,000, folks, so you can see those chip stacks there at the bottom. And very easy at this blind level to figure out how many blinds they got left and what they need to do to make a run here at this final table. The 2 seat is currently our chip leader.
Folds around to the small blind. That's Craig. He's rocking 10-9. He's got 900,000 behind.
All options available, just calls in. Strategy's going to check.
6-7-3.
Almost got that spicy
Yeah.
flop we wanted, didn't we?
Nutter gutter here for Craig. Strategy is holding the jack of diamonds. 3 of hearts pairs the board. Both players medium in holdings now. Who's going to jump out there? Craig does bet 130,000.
Craig's going to take it down. Much needed pot for him, and he's going to find himself on the button now.
Yeah, Mavericks HQ in the chat talking about bet sizing. We liked it. We mentioned it right before you joined us that we like this combination of opens we've had here at this final table. It's a lot of different stuff going on. We saw one earlier as large as 5x. So we've seen 5x, we've seen 2x. It makes for an exciting final table to see different strategies at the final table. And I don't necessarily hate putting a little extra on your opens at the final table. You know, building a stack and getting yourself to this point is one thing, but now you can find yourself in a position to go after some pots and make some real money. Now, finding that spot can be difficult, and sometimes you'll try it and totally whiff, but I don't necessarily hate it. I like the small opens, continue to try to build that stack, but I don't blame someone when they try to go after that pot to get paid.
Absolutely. Our boy Kevin, Mr. Poker ADHD, has joined us, saying, let's freaking go, Abraham. So we got another Abraham fan in the chat. We got a bunch of folks rooting on Craig. Got some friends of Strategy, a.k.a. Brandon, in the chat. But don't forget, we still got 4 other folks. We got Jesse, we got the Tin Man, we got Voss, and we got Dreadzo, Mr. Fabian over there. All fighting for that big prize and fancy trophy. The Lone Star Showdown trophy, made, of course, by our friend Mr. Bob and Aeon Crystal. Does great work making our trophies for us.
Folds over to the cutoff. That's Craig looking at King 9. He's kind of in doggy paddle mode over there, trying to keep that stack afloat. Let's go with the King 9. Strategy Ace 4 suited on the button.
Looks like 250. Kind of now becoming the standard open for these folks now that the blinds have gone up to 50, 100, 100. And Just throws him his chip, says, you can take it down, young man. Shows the ace of hearts. I'm showing the 4 if I'm showing anything.
Love it when 10's at the table. He's always having a good time.
Yeah, 10's fun. Usually full of energy. Shout out again to the man Ghost. That is our dealer currently, but he's also helping with our Friday night 2-5 streams. If you're wanting to play on a live stream, we're doing Friday nights now, 2-5 style. It's a 2K capped buy-in, unless the players change it once they all get there. But pretty fun stream last night, and great job, Mr. Ghost, putting together that lineup. You can reach out to him at Ghost TCH Live on the Instagrams, or Dillon, DILLON, .in at texascardhouse.com. Come join that rotation of players that we got on our Friday night 2-5 live stream. It is a lot of fun. And we're always looking for some new players. All we ask is that you come in, have fun, and splash around. No tankers. No Tommy Tankersleys.
Strategy takes that one down. He's getting some work in with that Jack 10.
He is. He's up to almost 3.4 million now. Mr. Brandon in the 2-seat. Running hot on the final table. Where else would you want to run hot, folks?
It's worth some money when you do it at the final table.
That might have been the winner. Tried staying in.
All right, Voss waking up with an ace-10. That got him a knockout punch delivered earlier as he knocked out our first player. Ruh-roh.
We could see some action here. Folds around to the small blind where Voss bumps it up with that ace-10.
Top for some action.
Right behind him, Dreadzo looking at kings. 1.4 million in Dreadzo's stack.
Yeah, Voss did make the bet rather large, so
and this
here
is
we go.
blind on blind violence here.
Voss is thinking maybe he woke up with a small pair or something. I got 2 overs, but that is not the case. Dreadzo's woken up with a big hand. He's got the Cowboys.
Yeah, Voss did open up for 5x here. We were talking about that variety of open sizings that we've had at this final table.
Yeah, and he's looking around. The players are getting up because I think they're about to take a break. Or maybe they're just relaxing for a second. Yeah, I think everybody just taking a minute to step away from the table and use their phone since they can't at the table. You still see 10 minutes there on this current blind level. So now Voss has found himself in that pickle we talked about. A little larger sizing, put a lot of chips out there. And Dreadzo has ripped it for 1.5 million.
And yeah, this is the scary part about the larger opens. We saw 10 get away from that spot earlier when he put a massive raise in. And now Voss in a similar situation where you throw that big open in there. Are you able to get away from it and save the million? Or do you go to the races?
Yeah, I don't like it either, Venom. And Voss was able to get away there.
Yeah, no problem. He's able to get out. Could have got out a little cheaper, but that's all right.
Yep.
Ace.
Well, the second time that Dreadzo has the kings, it does work out for him. He gets that ace the heck out of dodge and takes down a pretty healthy little pot there. So he is okay with the kings again.
Yeah, and that bumps up Dreadzo to 2.1 million. Good for third in chip stacks. Only 21 blinds. So yeah, Dreadzo's third in stacks at 21 blinds. Still 4 players behind him. So it feels like players are going to hit the fan here pretty quick, right?
Yep. Yeah, Venom letting us know the way to look at that, kind of false pot odds, right? You put a big bet out there, you get yourself in
Right.
trouble, and you start thinking that you've got pot odds. But, if you're just crushed, it's just not pot odds at all. You are just in a heap of trouble and need a miracle. But we've seen that happen too. Poker is definitely not fair. We alluded to that earlier. None of us would have jobs if it was easy and fair.
What? You gotta check the live stream.
Yeah, it's definitely the hard part with the larger sizings is are you able to get away from spots that are just detrimental to the rest of your stack? And
That's right, everything's gonna be posted, right? Oh my. Huh? Everything's gonna be posted.
we've seen one go extremely badly for Jesse, and then we saw 10 able to get away from one, and then we saw Voss able to get away from one.
And the trick is just don't put all those extra chips
Yeah.
out there if you don't have to.
So it's been fun for us to watch it.
Yeah, had some folks in the chat saying that this is pretty exciting. It is exciting stuff, right? Big pay jumps coming. Playing for a lot of money. A little bit of clout and a trophy. It's fun to watch these players navigate these spots, kind of put yourself in their shoes. We just happen to have the benefit of seeing the cards. It's much easier when you get to see the cards.
And now we have a limp from Voss in the cutoff with pocket eights.
Thinking about a sizing, he goes with 3. And that's 3x plus, so it's big. It's just not that 5x plus that Voss went with earlier.
Yeah, and this is with a limper in the pot, so
Yeah.
so he probably went a little bigger than what he would normally without the limper.
Voss now deciding what to do out of position with 2 8s. We know what our friend 10 would do. He did it with those 7s earlier. Rip City. Going to put him under 10 big blinds just to make the call, and that's what he does. That's going to put him right at 10 big blinds. There you go. He still has $1 million behind.
All right, just a call from Voss. Off to the flop we go. King, Jack 7. Dreadzo lands.
Not a flops you're going to like. With pocket 8s, out of position. Gets about the worst he could wish for here. His opponent's landed top pair. Dreadzo is going to take that one down. Voss does save his chips for another hand. And our man Abraham has made it to the button with just 4 big blinds. Got his aces cracked earlier. Looked like it was Abraham's tournament there for a minute after cracking kings, but then he gets his aces cracked by that very opponent. And he's been bleeding chips ever since. So let's see if Abraham can get a little something going here. Jesse J going to wake up with the Ninas. And Voss is also going to wake up with the Ninas. Nines on nines. I feel like we deserve a call and somebody to win the hand outright. Just nastiness, just carnage. I don't wish it upon either player, but how many times have we been there? My man Danny Chin just had a really nasty beat just like that down there in the World Series of Poker circuit event. I don't know if you guys saw that. Danny ripped his ace-king of diamonds. Queens were right behind him, and another suited ace-king was behind, and the suited ace-king of spades ran the nut flush and cracked my man Danny and another opponent. That was a naughty one. Well, 1-9s did win. It was Voss with the aggressive move there to rip his stack in. Yeah, great. Another great point there, too. We see that a lot in tournaments where you can make small bets and get the same information, right? You can still get your opponent to fold, making a smaller bet. Don't have to risk a whole bunch of chips in bluffs. Well, the 9s got all in versus the 9s, RJ, while you were away, and pocket 9s won.
No one started the truck.
No one started the truck. One set of pocket 9s went into the muck.
Pardon me, I'm sitting there talking like I'm
Mic'd up?
Yeah.
No. Gotta actually put the headset on, brother.
Okay. I'm ready now.
All right, slow and steady is my man Craig. He's waiting for his spot. Abraham over there waiting for his spot still. 4 big blinds. Oh, Mr. Brad Kogel says hello. Hello, Brad.
What up, Kogel? Jack with the best of it here. Deuce 5, pardon me, turns the wheel.
Jack had the best of it.
Yeah.
The Deuce 5 rocking the Stone Cold Nutter Butters right now. The Nizzleburgers.
5 high. Didn't have much working, but did have a gut shot, and bingo bango.
Raises it up and gets a call. Strategy does not want to hit 2 pair.
4 of spades, pairs the board. Probably likes his jack if he didn't believe him on the turn.
Jesse has just 655 behind, so less than pot. I think there's just one play, unless he wants to go extremely thin.
Could go to Value Town here. 850,000 in it, 655 in his stack.
So 2 options, RJ. Is it Value Town or Pound Town? Which one you going with? He's going with Pound Town,
Pound Town
folks.
it is. He's all in.
He says, I got a big one. I'm ready to go to Pound Town.
655,000 the all in. And that does give strategy the squirmies here. He didn't believe it on the turn. Is he believing now?
He's cutting out the calling chips, and now he has to make a decision. Is just a pair good here? Jesse looking very relaxed over there. Just off camera. Camera on strategy, though. It is up to him. Does he want to double this man up?
I think we have lattes on the way.
Oh, heck yeah.
Hey.
Service with a smile, the lovely Christina delivering vanilla lattes.
Thank you, Christina. All right.
Strategy called. Wowzers. Makes the call, and Jesse back in business.
Back in business. 2.1 million in it. Plenty of business.
Stepped on a landmine earlier, made a little bit of an oopsie, and gets there with that one, taking his opponent to Pound Town.
The full payoff
60, 120, 120. Blind
What do we know?
Big blind.
Yeah, the 6-5 oopsie might have got him paid there
Yeah.
on that one, as Venom mentions.
Says this guy is willing to do weird things.
Yeah, both those players have shown that they're willing to go for some pots.
Yeah, and the one thing that we don't always consider, we heard the 3-seat and the 5-seat talking about it, but this is a tournament that started at 10 o'clock this morning. A lot of these players were on the same tables together all day, so they may have picked up some tendencies.
We've just seen
some
43
tells.
hands. They've seen a lot.
They've seen a lot of hands today against each other and, you know, can incorrectly read situations, thinking that some of those past tendencies or behaviors could be applicable right here at the final table, playing for big-time monies.
Yeah, Jesse and Voss speaking earlier like they have definitely played a few hands together today.
Absolutely. Still 7. Those blinds are coming around, and Abraham's only got 4 of them.
Ooh.
So he's going to have to get his stack in the next couple of hands.
Yeah.
Guaranteed 2160 right now, all these players. 7x that is first place, 14,220.
Yeah, 7 players, and of course a couple of them just hanging on now.
Hanging.
120,000 the big blind.
Oh, yeah, they went up. So he's got less than 4 big
Yeah, there's
blinds.
300,000 in the pot before the hand even gets started.
If he sees a face, he's probably ripping it. That's
And
not a face.
That is a 4 and a triz.
Man.
I think we all made the same noise there. All right, strategy's looking at queens in the cutoff. Oh, dear.
Oopsie daisy. Well, in a cash game, RJ, tell the folks if we just get a call what that means.
If we just get a call, you will be forced to raise on the button.
Because the action would
Yeah,
not have changed.
The action does not change with just a call. And we'll see what strategy thinks of that. 120. So, yeah, he just calls, and that will force the raise.
And you love it. That's exactly what you should do. You got 2 queens.
Absolutely. And you can see Jesse with a little bit of a pit bull's cousin grin. He knows something could be up over there. All right, now it does get back around to strategy and his queens. The blinds have folded here, so it's heads up now.
And now is where he says, I will step on your raise.
And these two been battling all day.
And I believe strategy actually has a family member on the rail rooting him on. I don't know if it's mom, but it appears to be. And it's also somebody that plays in our room.
That's
so
right. We've seen
shout
her.
out.
Yeah, we've seen her to final table or a lot of tournaments in the room for sure. Strategy does 3-bet 700,000 the sizing, and that will get Jesse out of there. So strategy is going to take down 575,000 in profit, picks up a little bit extra with the out of turn raise there, and he will gladly take it.
That would be the world's worst collusion, would it not? Yeah, and that is Strategy's mom out there. We'll give her a shout out here in just a second because RJ and I are old and having brain farts.
I know,
We're great with faces. We're terrible with names.
I should remember her name too.
Yeah, she's been on the final table, and she plays a lot of tournaments, and a sweet lady.
All right, under the gun. Abraham's going to rip it. He does not want to mess with that big blind. We don't know if he's looked or not. Abraham's
don't think he
ripped
has. And it's Cynthia.
And Craig, that's right,
Yeah.
Cynthia. Craig has ripped it as well. He's got pocket nines in the low jack, so both our shorties, under the gun and low jack, under the gun +1. Both of them all in now.
Safe to say Abraham did not look because I don't think he's going to pick that hand. He said he didn't look, okay.
Yeah, he's under the gun. Did not want to mess with that big blind. It's an 8 and a deuce, and he's going to have to hit something twice because he's up against pocket 9.
He's a big fan of either Darren Woodson 28 or Jason Witten 82, and he's going to give it all the hell he can against an overpair. Somehow still has 14% equity according to our tracker. So let's see if Abraham can get lucky.
8 deuce taking on the 9s. Queen Jack 3, no help for 8 deuce. He's going to need a runner. That's an 8. 8 of spades. It's never easy.
Oh, it's a 9.
9 of diamonds.
The 9 stay hot, set for Craig. And that is going to do it for one of our favorites, Mr. Abraham. Great run, finishing in 7th place out of 308, taking home $2,160, RJ.
$2,160, another great run from our man Abraham. Well done, and we know that we will see him again very, very soon. Nice job, Abe.
Absolutely.
And just like that, we are down to 6.
You won't get 20,000 first place, 14.
Hey, I mean, you guys can split the rest of it. Yeah, I don't want to do much.
All right, so now Voss, our shorty, he's in the 5 seat, rocking 1.2 million, right at 10 blinds.
It won't be, oh, what is it, Friday?
Then there were 6.
You could go all in blind if you wanted to.
Yeah, and you look at, I mean, the big stack there is just under 3 million. He's not going to be real thrilled to double up one of these players either.
Absolutely not.
They'll basically swap spots.
It's getting pretty quick here. That long stretch of grinding it out without losing a player has really put us into a situation where it could turn into some bingo here if we don't start seeing some hands. But our shorty's still rocking 10 blinds, so that's not terrible just yet. Dallas Mavs asking how we had 308 entries. Those are entries, real live people that come up, pay for your entry, and you get in the tournament. 308 entries today.
10 taking that one down.
Jack 9 doing the work.
So normal tournament schedule this coming week. Of course, this upcoming weekend, next weekend, is Mother's Day weekend, so don't forget the moms. But then the following Tuesday, the 12th, we will have our even bigger one kicking off right there in the middle of the month. Somebody is going to turn a $300 buy-in into around $60K for first place. That's been the norm for that tournament. Get you a nice bankroll builder, and then, of course, at the end of the month, we have our signature series coming with over $1 million in guarantees right here at Texas Card House Dallas. Get that on your calendars, folks.
All right, we saw Jack 9 put into work last hand, and here it is on the button for Dreadzo. He'll bump it up, 260,000 the size. Craig's out of there. Now we're off to the big blind where strategy has an ace. Ace 9 for the big blind. A dominating ace 9, by the way. He will call. We'll go to a flop. Ace 3-5 on the flop. Strategy lands. Does check over to the original razor on the button. Dreadzo, we'll see what he thinks about this flop. Will represent the ace. Comes out firing 325,000.
Strategy makes the call. Now checks again. Back over to Dreadzo. Does he just want to shut this down? Got 4 outs to a chop here.
Jack of diamonds on the river. Does connect with Dreadzo, but I'm sure he's not thrilled to have a jack on this board. 1.3 million in it. Strategy does check.
I was just thinking it would be very weird if you do put out some sort of a small value bet or blocker bet and you get jammed on, what do you do with ace-9 here? So he does play it safe, checks, and Dreadzo just says, I'm taking this jack to showdown just in case it's good.
Yeah. Yeah, a little showdown value there over the big blind. The big blind could have a 3 or a 5 there. But it's an ace this time, so a nice pot there for strategy. 3.6 million in his stack. That's the leaderboard. Yeah, Dallas, anyone could enter here. Texas Card House Dallas. You come to Texas Card House Dallas, you get your membership. You are then eligible to participate in these tournaments. Pay for your entry, and boom, you're in. Yeah, not a qualifying, no qualifiers for this one. And then, of course, as Eric mentioned, May 12th, we'll have the multi-day event where you can play for heaps of cash. First flight for the even bigger one will be Tuesday, May 12th.
That's right, 10 a.m. Tuesday, May 12th. We'll have some satellites for that as well, I believe, coming up. So check the calendar, check TCH's schedule.
Yeah, we even let Shaggy Green Poker play today.
Thrice.
Thrice.
It's one of my favorite bands, Thrice.
All right, it folds around to the small blind. That strategy calls. Limping is pimping with the queen 5, trying to sneak that limp in. Jesse having none of it. He's got an ace in the big blind, so he's going to bump it up.
Yeah, the ultimate qualifier for most of these tournaments is just cash.
Yeah.
Got to have cash.
As Randy Moss would say it.
Straight cash, homie.
Straight cash, homie.
Randy, how you going to pay for that fine? You going to write a check? Nah, man. Straight cash, homie. One of the best quotes ever in that West Virginia accent. That old country bumpkin. I love me some Randy Moss.
I do too.
And
wish him good health.
Yeah, continued battle kicking cancer's ass, Mr. Randy Moss. We'll give him a shout out here on the chat every now and then when that 84 does spike something.
Yeah.
Say, you got mossed. Coulda, shoulda, woulda been a Dallas Cowboy, but he smoked the devil's lettuce one time, and
we'll let it slide.
We didn't want to draft him, RJ.
Yeah, Dallas Cowboys don't do that.
No, heaven forbid, right?
Never.
That's on the low crime scale up here, boy. For real.
All right, 3-4 diamonds in small blind. Jesse does get to sneak a limp in, and there it is. Randy Moss in the big blind. Queen Jack deuce, not a lot working.
Get out of here, Venom.
All right, Jesse does check the small blind. That opens the door for 10 here. He'll bet and take it down.
You got mossed.
Got mossed.
There we go. Bang, bang. And boy, did Randy moss the heck out of us on his debut in the old Texas Stadium.
Did it get rough?
I think it was like 4 catches for 184 and 3 touchdowns. Yeah. I mean, we didn't have a quarterback to throw him the damn ball at the time, but I think we would have found a way to get it to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He put on a show.
He made Jerry and the boys pay, that's for sure. He had a chip on his shoulder. He was not happy that we did not pick him.
King 3 in the muck for Dreadzo. Suited King 9 for Craig. All right, Craig's going to open it up with that suited king nine. 250,000 the raise.
Venom, get out of here with that mess.
Strategy just calls in the cutoff with king jack. And that's awful inviting now to Voss, but he's holding a 4 and a 5. There you go, 4 5's in the muck. Voss out of there. So Craig the Razor with king 9 taking on strategy with king jack. We get a jack high flop, jack 10-6 rainbow. King 9 does have a gut shot here.
Gut shot, some backdoor clubbies.
We go check, check. Ace of spades
Now
on
we
the
got
turn.
Now we got opportunities.
Does Craig represent the ace here? Strategy probably not going anywhere. Second pair now, and a gut shot. Now Craig, the original Razor, still not going after anything just yet.
He is trying to set up his opponent to put something out there, and that is what Craig does.
And now Craig makes a bet here on the river.
400,000.
400,000, probably not enough to get rid of king jack.
Just not going to give him credit for many aces here.
Strategy. Pump fakes the raise.
Yeah, pump fakes the raise. I think he's just going to drop in those chips and make the call here. Not going to give him credit for many aces here. I just don't think. Makes the call. King high, no good. King jack is. Nice call, young man.
Makes a call, finds the good news, picks up 950,000 in profit. That takes his stack to the highest point of the day, 4.46 million now for strategy.
And now our man in the one seat, Mr. Craig, is under the gun and in trouble. He's got under 6 big blinds.
Down to kibbles and bits.
We do have a new dealer in, Mr. Dylan.
What's up, guys?
Dylan's had enough.
Had enough.
That's pretty good work for a floor, though.
Well done, young man. And now we got Mr. Pat coming in, Patricio. Party Pat joining us.
Palavanu Valetti in the chat. I don't know what you said, but thanks for hanging out with us.
Just a big old face with a tongue sticking out. That's all I see. All right, six-handed. They've all got 2570 locked up. New dealer coming in. Shuffle up and deal. Here we go.
Pat's the closer tonight. Bringing him in from the bullpen.
Craig's found an ace, and he knows what to do with it. He's going to rip it.
All in. Dex says we're getting 230 hands tonight. Dex.
Settle down.
That's a lot.
I don't think we need a count, but Voss is relatively short as well, so he just wants to make sure he's got the neeners. That's the hot hand tonight. Pocket nines have they've done some work.
Yeah, they have.
I think I'd like this 10 seconds already back. Let's just get it in there. There we go.
All in. There you go. He's ripping it. All in for $1 million. 7 deuce in the big blind, so that didn't take long.
Did have a player behind him, but Wanted to make sure the count was right. Gets it in. Pocket nines. Craig is at risk with the ace-4 off. Stand-up equity for both players here.
Oh, yeah, you're standing up? Well, I'll stand up, too. All right, Craig needs help. Ace-4 trying to find a double up. Ace or king will do it for Craig. That's not one. Deuce of clubs. 4 of diamonds. No help for Craig. The nines are going to hold here. Full house for Voss. Kings full of nines will eliminate our man Craig. He will finish in 6th place, a sweet prize of $2,570 for Craig. That puts us at 5 players remaining. The prize locked up. A little over $3K now.
Yeah, great run. Nice gentlemanly handshake between the 2 players there. Craig gets eliminated in 6th, but a great run indeed. 308 entries today. Nice little prize there for a day's work.
Yep, some shout-outs in the chat. GG's for our man Craig. Well done.
20 to go. Race.
A lot of folks rooting on Craig in the chat tonight, so thank y'all for tuning in and watching your buddy and
75 to go.
seeing him make a nice deep run here today in this tournament. Came up a little short with what he wanted, but still took away a nice prize. And gentlemen at the table, as always.
All right, Jesse raising it up with ace-10. Pocket threes went away there for 10. Folds around the rail over to the big blind. That's strategy. These two like to battle.
175.
Strategy in the big blind with queen-8.
Here for 120.
Strategy does call. He wants to defend from the big blind with that queen-8.
Fatigue is real. These players have been playing all day long.
Deuce 7-5 the flop. Little raggy on the flop. No one connecting ace-10 with the best of it so far.
Shaggy hit us with some science earlier, said that after this many hours of poker play, the glucose levels are depleted and brain fade, brain fog is real.
Dude, that's my problem. I've been playing poker for 20 years. My brain fog is fogged up. I need a defrost.
This is a weird spot to be calling.
250,000, the continuation from Jesse.
Queen-8.
Queen-8 feeling a little spicy here. And a 9 of hearts on the turn. I think if you're going to feel spicy on this flop, you may have to lead out, right? He does go with the check.
Check that. River.
3 of clubs. This board still itty-bitty, kind of
This is a weird.
in the range for the big blind.
Knows he can't win with just queen high, and so he just grabs a heap of chips and throws them on out there. It's probably going to get through.
Yeah, he knows that this board is just horrendous for a lot of raising hands.
Yeah, how we got here is just very unorthodox.
600,000, the sizing.
And you can tell that Jesse just...
Well, and if you're going to continue with queen-8 or defend your big blind with queen-8, you've got to be able to do things like this, right? You can't just play queen-8 to the board. You have to be able to navigate spots and take down some pots, and that gives you the ability to defend with some crazy hands, but it also puts you in a spot where somebody with ace-high might call you.
Half of Jesse's stack to call with ace-high here.
Both players wiggling around here.
The only problem is if you put him on air, did any of his air hit? You bet on the flop. A little bit of a weird body language from strategy before he finally did make the call, but then it goes check, check.
And
now he just sprinkles. a big hunk of chips out there.
As I mentioned, if I were strategy, I would have let out on the turn. It fits the story a little better.
Does work.
But it gets it done.
Yeah, unorthodox is all get out, but don't matter. He's dragging a pot, folks. You got to find ways sometimes to win hands when you don't have the cards. Found a way there.
He's getting it done. Now he's over $5 million, our chip leader.
By far. First time we've had anybody over $4 million. He's over 5.
Rich getting richer over there. Well done from strategy. Keeping the pressure on his opponents.
Yeah, and he's going to be able to do that at a higher frequency now because he has got 5-1 chip lead on a couple of players.
He's got a lot of chili now.
Absolutely. Still stacking chips over there.
120 to go.
Voss looking down at the clean diaper. Lets it go.
Raise 360.
Yeah, strategy opens up. 360 the raise with the 10-9. 5 deuce in the muck from Jesse. So we'll see if anyone behind strategy is able to pick up some chips, but Jesse's running low over there as he's our cellar dweller here at 1 million in chips, well below 10x.
Yeah, we've had some folks have their first run at a final table and bink a big tournament here. This would be great for our new player strategy. If he were able to bink this one, as this is, I believe, his first time on our live stream. So congrats again and putting on a show here. Stacking chippies. And now he's going to continue that aggression with ATC, right? Any 2 cards.
Absolutely. 10-9 again here for strategy.
On the button. And
all in from Jesse.
Jesse's had enough of it.
Resistance with the king 7. 10's got pocket 6s in the big blind. Is this a spot 10 wants to mess with?
He liked those 7s earlier, but he wasn't facing a jam. This time he's facing a jam for a cool 9 big blinds. Let's go, and now it's up to the 10-9 to decide if he wants to try to knock out a player with 9-10 offsuit or potentially double up the player to his left.
I think strategy truly is itching to make one of these calls when he's thinking about it. I think he really is thinking about it. He has not pulled the trigger on anything ornery just yet. And I believe this one he will find out of his range as well. But you never know. He's got a 10 and a 9.
1,060,000 total.
And it's what, 700 and a little over 700,000 to make this call. And obviously it's good to put pressure on those short stacks, but you don't want to give him a free double up. Ten 9 does go in the muck. And I believe we've made it to break here. We are in the break session. We got 6.5 more minutes of break here. And when the players come back, button will be in the 3 seat, and blinds are going up, Eric.
They are going to go up. 75?
75, 150.
Or will they go 80, 160?
I believe they're taking the 5,000s off the table. So, yeah, 75,000, 150 will likely be our next blind level. And we made it to break time. You were talking about Randy Moss putting on a show. I went to a college game one time, Peach Bowl. National semifinals between Oklahoma and LSU. LSU had this stud receiver and this stud quarterback, Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. And Jamar Chase was shut down that day, but they had this younger receiver that made a couple of catches throughout the year. He goes off for 5 touchdowns in that game. His name just happened to be Justin Jefferson. He did okay.
Justin Jefferson.
Justin.
JJ, I don't know. It's JJ, whatever.
Yeah, I feel like I said it wrong, but yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
It's Justin, right? I don't know. I've had a lot of concussions. But yeah, he went off for the 5 burger that day. 5.
Yeah, what a team that was.
Oh.
My goodness.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire was the
running back.
I think Patrick Queen was the linebacker. Like, there was NFL dudes all over the field that day. Yeah.
All right, when we come back, we are playing for $14,220. Next man out will get $31.10, so that is a big leap there. $11,000 difference between 5th place and 1st. So great opportunity for somebody to land a nice bankroll builder here. Reminder of what's coming up at the end of the month. And RJ, I didn't even mention what Houston has coming. I think next week they've got the start of the Poker Atlas series. So
Poker Atlas in Houston.
Austin World Series of Poker wrapping up right now.
Okay.
Poker Atlas Tour coming to Houston. And then boom, right after that, our signature series coming up at the end of May. We've had folks obviously in the last 2 months kind of chiming in the chat over social media. Is Texas poker at risk? Is it still alive? Blah, 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 blah. We got great news, obviously, last week. That
it's crushing.
One of our friends over there in the Round Rock area had all charges bogus blog dropped. And, yeah, we were never really worried about it. I think the Texas Card House brand, when you got the Attorney General on your side, things typically are looking good for you. But things are looking good for Texas poker folks after a little blip in the radar for one of our neighbors. But just look at what we've got going.
Things are looking good.
We've got 6 clubs. Our brand does Texas Card House. We've got other clubs here in the DFW area. We got clubs all across the state. Texas poker's alive and well, and it's rocking and rolling. It's safe to say, I think at this point, it ain't going nowhere.
And
we're not going to let it.
Tournament poker is absolute flame emoji all over Texas right now.
Absolutely.
Whether it be Houston, Austin, or here in Dallas. Signature series coming up at the end of the month here. And, of course, there's plenty of places to splash around before then.
Absolutely.
Including go ahead.
No, I was going to say, look at those buy-ins, right?
Oh, I love this.
$400 for a $100K, $365 for a $300K, and a $500K guarantee for only $500. Folks, and we're going to have satellites. We've got a poster out there in the room of all the satellites that go into these. There's a ton of satellites to get you in if you don't want to buy in for some of these, or if you just want to try out a satellite to see if you can get in cheap. Imagine if you got into a $500K guarantee that we're going to crush.
Yeah.
That's going to go over $1 million in guarantees. They're just in that tournament alone.
For $100 or something
Yeah,
silly.
if you get in for like $100.
Yeah, some of those satellites
silly,
might even be cheaper. I don't know.
Goodness gracious.
I haven't seen the setup for the satellites, but yeah, sometimes they're as low as like 60 or 80. But
it's going to be awesome. So what we're saying is poker is alive and well. Don't listen to the naysayers, the idiots that every now and then pop in our chat and blah, 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 blah. We're rocking. We are rocking, and we were very glad to hear that, 300 or 400 people can go back to work after some nonsense went away. So congrats to those folks. But Texas Card House is alive and well. We're kicking, and we are so glad that you guys have joined us on a Saturday night to be a part of just another awesome Saturday tournament. So much more coming in the pipeline, before the World Series of Poker goes to Vegas. After the success of the World Series of Poker in Austin, I know it's going to be coming back for another stop. It just can't not come back down there because they crushed every guarantee. A lot of the guarantees ended up with first-place prizes that were more than the original guarantee. That's just crazy to think
insane.
about. Yeah, it really is. I mean,
mathematics.
Well, and
wow.
They're deuce to 7. They're Big O tournaments. All of these just murder. And of course, shout out once again. Speaking of deuce to 7, the very first ever ring event in deuce to 7.
Oh yeah.
Went to our very own.
No way, Jose.
Our commentator in crime, Mr. Aaron McAvoy. So shout out to our brother, Mr. Aaron McAvoy, for getting the very first World Series of Poker circuit ring in deuce through 7. That's one of his specialties, and we were so happy to see that. Pictures of him wearing his mustard yellow Texas Card House hoodie that he's known for,
staple,
with a big fat ring on his finger. And I know the way he had been running the last few months, he was ready for a big bink, and he got that one.
I had an opportunity to text him and congratulate him, and he was fired up. So.
Absolutely, as he should have been. Just a couple more minutes on break, folks, and we will be coming right back. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. Probably about a minute and a half or so.
And it seems like Money Milkman Poker has been increasing his social media following, and man, he's like in every other
final table
down there.
Yeah.
Holy cow!
Yeah,
he's killing it.
Shout out to Mason, the Milkman. Had a lot of success right here in our room, but a lot of success in a bunch of rooms lately.
And of course, he's fun to follow because he will get chips in there, boy. He ain't scared.
And he ain't afraid to talk either. We love a good a good mouth from the South, a good Southern buddy.
He is old time poker.
Absolutely.
Chips move around, and he loves to talk and have a good time with it.
Guys, when you're ready.
It makes for a good social media. Milkman Poker. All right, you heard the dealer there. Our man Pat says, guys, we are ready. The clock is rolling. Clock's already in the next level.
Where's our buddy over here?
All right, blind 75,000, 150,000. Off to the new level we go. Jesse J and Dreadzo.
No.
Right around the 10x blind mark. So they're rocking about 10 blinds. Dreadzo under the gun.
Got him up here, right? Yeah.
Make sure it's scanned.
Dreadzo with those 10 blinds. He's going to rip it. He's all in. He's got the Jack of Hearts and a mystery card. Strategy, our first hand back from break.
Thank you.
Strategy looking at a pocket pair. He's looking at 4s. And Dreadzo scans those cards. He's got a Jack and a 9. All in. 1.4 million.
Damn it. Just a small blind.
Yeah, Mitchell A. reminding us the World Series of Poker Circuit event main event down in Austin had $2.5 million in it. They will be streaming that final table Monday afternoon, I believe, here on TCH Live.
All right, gentlemen.
All right, strategy does make the call with pocket 4s, so we're going to race it out. Dreadzo's all in. He's going to be at risk, needs some help.
No more action, guys.
Needs to land something with his Jack 9 taking on the pocket 4s. 3, 9, 7. Jack 9 lands. 8 of hearts on the turn. Heart advantage for Dreadzo and his Jack.
Good to go.
So yeah, it's showing our outs for Dreadzo, but Dreadzo in the lead here, only one out.
Sorry for the sweat.
Strategy has to hit a 4 to change things. 8 of diamonds pairs the board. Jack 9's going to find the double up here for Dreadzo. So he will now have 3.2 million in his stack. The race is on, and Dreadzo finds a double up. Takes a little chunk of
Oh, yeah.
chips for strategy.
Feel the button, yeah. And favorite,
I
you're
walk
gonna be
in
the
right during a double up. There we go.
Yep, first hand back from break. Dreadzo gets it in under the gun. Finds a double up with Jack 9. He rips it under the gun. Gets a collar in pocket 4s, and he lands the 9.
Oh, they asked you to stop?
That was brutal.
Oh, you were doing that.
Cards weren't reading or
And
what?
No.
that double up for Dreadzo puts him in second in chips. So that tells you that it is going to be an absolute battle here for the bottom 4.
Another day.
Jesse suited ace-5 in the cutoff.
10 big blinds.
Yep, 1.5 million for him.
Raise all in.
Jamie Jam, he's all in. Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a jam fest here for a few eliminations.
I was hoping I was flipping.
We'll need at least 2 eliminations before the jam fest possibly stops, but
Yeah.
ace-5 suited in the cutoff, definitely worthy. Jesse's all in.
But I guess same goes for you, best case. You were flipping. I wanted to fold. I didn't want
Take it
to
up.
call me.
All right, Jesse going to take that one down.
I had to get 3 people because he was.
I did hear some players at a 1-2 table talking about this very tournament, saying, hey, is that the final 5? Looking up on stage from across the room, and one of them said, what time they get started? Somebody said, oh, 10 a.m. He said, you mean, what time is it now? He said, you mean they've been playing for 14 hours?
True, that's how tournaments work.
And he said, that's just dumb. And I was like, well, winning 14,000 isn't that dumb.
All right. And how long have you set at a cash game?
Yeah.
That very player set at a cash game for like 8 hours
Oh, absolutely.
and probably stuck.
But just a reminder, right, the games are very different. Cash games and tournaments.
Right.
We're playing the same great Texas Hold'em game, but so much strategy, patience goes into playing tournaments and making final tables. And when you see the same guys showing up, and girls, of course, on final tables
350 is
at
the best.
pretty high frequencies,
Okay.
you know they know what's up.
10 does announce his bet, thankfully, because we don't know what the heck was in his hand. But 10's used to himself, so he verbally announces his bets quite a bit.
Take it out.
And that's going to get it done. I haven't played in a tournament in nearly a month.
Scared him.
Well,
Scared him.
our even bigger ones are multi-day tournaments. Those are normally different groups of players that make the final tables, but our every Saturday tournaments, we always get players that will just show up. Seems like they're there every other week.
Right.
A great rotation of folks. We mentioned that we hadn't seen 10 in a while, but there was a time where he was on the final table at least once a month. So you will see a lot of the same faces on these single-day events, but the multi-day events, boy, you really got to get through big fields. Patience is huge.
Last tournament I played in, Eric, they still haven't knocked me out. So I'm just holding on to that one.
A real John Elway you are.
All right, over to strategy in the small blind. He's got queens. That's a pretty good starting hand. He will bump it up. 375,000.
Call 375.
Jesse will come along with 9-10. Ace, king, deuce to flop. Nobody loving it.
Bets 400,000.
Strategy comes out swinging here. Put near half pot, 400,000. Continuation. Jesse with 1.3 behind. If he feels anything spicy, he's got to do it now. He just doesn't have enough chips to mess around with it.
Yeah, he'd have to put his opponent on exactly what he has, a hand like 10s, jacks, queens, that he can rep the ace, king, and just rip it and get him to fold. But
Yes, sir.
that was a pretty good chunk of chips for our man strategy there.
Okay.
The rail getting cranky back there, cheering on strategy.
That's the wild man, Jay.
What up, Jay?
$150, gentlemen. Yeah. Call.
No chop. Jesse coming in with that queen
Raise.
6-10, gonna raise it up.
750.
That's a bunch of red chips with that suited ace-7.
Jokingly asks him if he wants to chop, and then just puts a heap of chips out there. That's the 10-man.
Heap of chips will take it down.
$150 to flip. Raise. Make it 325. About 325. All right, gentlemen, heads up.
$10-4 deuce to flop. King Jack still with the best of it. Voss rocking Jack 8 of spades. Not a lot working here. Voss does. Pardon me. Voss did not lead out here. It looks like Voss checked. I believe Dreadzos are better. He's got some chips in front of him. 250,000. Yeah, okay, so Voss is in the muck. Dreadzo takes it down.
My man Dreadzo up over 3.5 million now. Right on the heels, 3.45, excuse me, right on the heels of Mr. Strategy.
Yeah, Dreadzo picked up that massive double up. He's going to try to make some real money with that. Strategy now with a pretty good hand. Ace-10.
Raise. 350. We raise all in.
10 puts his button hand in the muck as his phone's ringing, and then he notices that his neighbor just went all in. Voss is all in with pocket sixes. $1,075,000 in his stack.
Yeah, I think Strategy would be much more comfortable had he not just doubled up another player.
Yeah, now he's going to find a spot where he actually gets a little better price than last time. But this time he's holding ace-10.
You took out the phone? I didn't see it. Sorry. Okay. You can come back. All right.
I've been waiting for a good hand too. That's what I know.
Call.
Makes the call. Ace-10 makes the call here, so Voss going to be at risk.
When you're ready.
Strategy going to go after him here with the ace-10.
Here we go. Voss at risk with those pocket sixes.
Ace in the window, followed by queen-5. Voss is going to need a 6. Queen of spades. Only a 6 could change it.
Oh,
Six of hearts on the river.
Oh, hello, El Diablo.
Down to the last card and the spicy 6 binks for Voss. Heartbreak for Strategy.
Heartbreak for Strategy. Another player he's now doubled up. Gentleman, though, gives him the old fist bump, says nice hand, and right back to work, folks.
Yeah, 2.7 million for Voss. Think that card had a little money in it?
Had a little value to it. Naughty little river there. You guys still awake there in the chat? If you weren't, I think that one woke you up.
I want you to call, but I don't want to hit you with ace or 10.
Borderline about to start a little snooze fest. The cards weren't cooperating.
We're going to have to stop these double ups. I got to go to work in the morning, Eric. Ay, ay, ay. So,
Raise all in.
another rip here from Jesse, this time with Queen Jack.
I'm sorry.
What happened to you?
He's got a penalty. He's using the phone.
So if you want to, you can use your phone.
We have to go there.
Yeah, I think 10 got caught
Using his phone
using
at the table.
his phone on the stage there when it was ringing. He didn't properly get off the stage, but
Protect the integrity of the stream and make sure there's no smart devices. And he just got a little 3-hand penalty, I think, or maybe an orbit, whatever the hell it was.
yeah, usually it's 3-hand, I think.
Dreadzo said, so guys, if you want to use your phones, he's trying to get the rest of the table on penalty so he can pick up some cheap ones. Dreadzo now chip leading. Strategy now second to last after having over 5 million. Took a couple of hits, but he can regroup and recoup.
Yeah, now there's a big pack there. 2.4 million to 3 million. Our top four.
Our friend Jeffrey in the chat saying,
Gotta be down the rail.
Brandon gonna give him hell. No, he's trying. That was a naughty river. And Gio saying the whole table punch in the air right now. Yep.
Absolutely.
They were
Raise.
not
350.
rooting for the 5 seat. Only the 5 seat was rooting for the 5 seat.
And look at this. 10, by the way, pocket 10s are in the muck while he's on penalty. And strategy has jacks in the small blind.
And facing a raise.
Is that a penalty or
350.
is that running good?
That's running good, folks.
We're heads up.
Unless you're going to bink a 10, that
Right.
is running real good.
Oh, wow. Jack 8-9 the flop. 2 diamonds. We probably won't get to see the run out here because Dreadzo doesn't have much working.
God, that would have been a fun one.
We do go check, check. King of spades on the turn.
Not a 6 of diamonds. There we go. King of spades.
Strategy checks again.
I couldn't believe.
Yeah, and it's reading Dreadzo as having a couple outs there, being the 2 10s that weren't folded.
Yeah, Dreadzo does have the tail end of that gut shot. A 10 would make him a straight. Strategy, a little shell-shocked here.
Those other hands are really getting to him, and I
Yeah.
think he can just shake this off. He says he's nervous
Raise
here.
all in.
So nervous he's all in.
Yeah,
That's a tell, folks.
putting on a little show there possibly, but Dreadzo says it. You flop big.
Says I just had 2 pair. 2 pairs of jacks.
Can you do me a favor?
Did hit the
Can you
board
pull
more than
50
once.
twice from this?
With this jack and the other jack.
Got any hair gel in there, RJ?
No.
There you go. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
All right, well, it should be time here shortly for 10-10 to come back on. He's probably just enjoying the nice, cool weather outside. He's out there ripping a heater.
Did you see the Rogaine shining through?
I did.
My Morgan Wallen
Power mullet.
power mullet, yeah.
Yeah.
I got to get a fresh haircut before I go on stream next week, you know. Can't be looking like Morgan Wallen went to jail. For 20 years.
Raise. 350.
All right, bump it up, Dreadzo. 10-9 offsuit in the cutoff. 9-5 out of there. Deuce.
There's
3.
10. He's about to get out of the penalty box. The power play is over.
Next one, yeah. One more hand.
Uh-oh, one more penalty hand. Then he gets to put the skates back on and
So I didn't count
get
how
back on
many
the
he
ice.
got. It might have been a full lap.
Full orbit.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5-handed.
He was on the naughty list.
Oh, that's right.
Well, he'll be happy to know he dodged 10s versus a set of jacks.
You first, baby. Oh.
Getting late here, local time, 12:30 a.m. These guys have been at it quite a while. Down to 5 players battling it out here. 10 minutes remaining in this level. Strategy takes that one down, working from the cutoff with King 8.
Welcome back, Mr. 10. Got to tell Mama to quit calling you. You got $14,000 to win. Tell the date she can wait. Daddy's up on stage trying to make some money.
Have you done that?
150 to go.
Thank y'all again for tuning in on a hopping Saturday night here in Dallas, Texas.
Raise.
We feel privileged to have your company tonight. Y'all make it a lot of fun for us. Keep engaging in the chat. Let us know who you think's going to take this down. We're down to 5-handed. Playing for $14,000 and a sweet trophy. And the Jiggities are the hot hand. Voss is going to look down at a couple, facing an open from Jesse out of the cutoff. He's got a jack, but he's got a 4 kicking with it.
The old flat tire.
That's right.
Working in the cutoff.
What's a jack for, RJ?
Jacks are for flat tires.
And Jesse not having many chips behind. I'm not sure why Voss is just electing to flat here with jacks.
Raise all in.
But it is going to bring in a jammy jam from Dreadzo, and maybe this is going to work out in his favor.
I like playing a little bit trappy at final tables with some big hands, but normally you want to do it heads up. So interesting here that it's going to play out as a trap for Voss, as he was kind of in the middle of these two players.
Yeah, I mean, Dreadzo can easily just flick in a call there if he wants to see a flop. He goes the aggressive route and wants to steal all that money.
Yeah, King 10, a couple Broadway cards. He's going to try to put the squeeze down on these bets that are out there. And, oh, dear, Jesse's going to call. So Jesse's in there with Jack 4 of hearts.
Hand 66, things are freaking out here. Call this hand 666, because this
getting wild.
Is getting wild here.
And now Voss finds him in a great spot. If he goes with these jacks.
This is definitely our what the hell moment of the night.
Voss could pick up a monster here, but now how strongly do you feel about your jacks, right?
I don't think you're real thrilled about the first rip. The second rip, now you're like, what is going on here?
What a mess of a hand here.
2.55. 2.55.
Yeah, uncomfortable. He says, oh, man. Dreadzo cannot be eliminated by either player, so he will have chips left. Not much if he were to get called and lose this. Voss kind of put himself in this position, just flatting and open out of the small blind. Basically a min click open, allowing that big blind to not only see a flop, but take an aggressive act, and now things have just spiraled out of control. Huge pot brewing. Yeah, I'm with you, Mitchell. I don't see how you fold 5-handed with jacks here. I think it's safe to say we know that Jesse doesn't have it, right? He didn't just snap rip. It was a screw it. Painful, put in his remaining chips. So
Yes.
I think Voss really is worried about his opponent to his left. It's just uncomfortable knowing you have to beat 2 opponents with jacks, but I don't think you can fold. And he finds the fold.
17 blinds remaining for Voss, and now he's going to see the pain.
Oh, my gosh, folks.
Oh, jacks are in the muck.
Let me know when you're ready.
Well, he'll feel good about himself if a king shows up.
Queen 6-3, all clubs.
Big sweat here. It's all clubs.
Dreadzo holding the club advantage. So that takes away a couple of Jesse's outs. Ace of spades. Only a jack or 4, and it can't be a club. Jack of spades. Jesse.
No.
Jay
Straight.
hits the jack, but the jack is covered up. That's Broadway for Dreadzo.
Well,
Pardon me.
how lucky did Voss get there? Because
Wow.
the case jack lands.
And it would have crushed him.
It would have been a double knockout for Dreadzo. Poker is not fair, folks.
Not fair at all.
That is disgusting. And Voss
Oh, so you want me to burn right there?
really should have done the ripping himself. The king 10 is going to fold.
Yeah.
But the way that was played, he somehow finds a fold and makes us look like idiots because he would have been wamboozled.
Wamboozled. Avoiding the wamboozlement.
That is going to do it for our man Jesse. He's
Hey,
going to take
sweet
down
run, Jesse.
5th place, $3,110 in the most unorthodox all-in situation we've had all night. Great run, Jesse. We'll see you on the cash tables and hopefully some more tournament tables as he's got the bug now in the final table. Nice cash to go with it.
I mean, you were ahead, but you got saved. I don't
Pocket
know.
jack. How about you got it straight on the river?
Yeah. Whatever you felt in that moment,
Raise.
you had the right feeling, but oh my god.
I had a feeling. I think one of them have
I
ace
got
king
king
or
10
something.
too. I got king 10 and it still wins. Wow.
400,000.
Wow, indeed.
Could have been down to 3-handed so easy the way that was played out.
Well, we did make it to 4-handed. 10 raised it up with the 10s.
400,000.
I was doing like 1,000 jumping there.
400,000 the sizing here from 10.
So crazy.
Back to action we go in hand 67 as hand 66 was a doozy.
Yeah, and a pure gamble there by our man in the 3-seat. I think he just said, F it, I've stuck too much out here. There's a bunch of chips in there. Maybe I get lucky.
Yeah, happy with the payout. Let's try to get lucky and bump up. But, yeah, Jack 4 running up against it.
Yeah. Just don't know how we don't get a 3-bet playing 5-handed with the pocket jacks in the small blind, but it allows the king 10 to rip it and somehow allows Voss to get away, and he's still at the table.
We mentioned earlier, not everybody reads the same poker book. That's what makes this game fun and interesting and chaotic. It'd suck if we were all the same robot.
Yeah, I know that feeling too. If you do make one small mistake and you get caught up in a situation, sometimes you're just like, you know what? I already have played this wrong. Now I'm in a pickle. He found his way out of it, though. And here he still sits with chips. That's our man in the 5-seat.
Take it out.
All right, strategy's back to work. We'll see if he can get going again.
Yeah, and we always like to remind folks we're not pros in here either. We're,
Knuckleheads.
We're knucklehead poker players too. We make mistakes. That was just one that was pretty glaring, and I don't think you're going to ever see that on a World Series of Poker main event type final table with guys with millions of dollars in cashes and bracelets and stuff. That's just a mistake that a lot of us entry-level guys will still make from time to time, but somehow he was able to get away, and he's still here with a chance to win $14,000 tonight, and timing is everything.
Yeah, he's still shaking his head, but, yeah, lock in. $14,000 up top, and you're still in it.
And check.
and still in a good spot. And that's why I thought he might lean towards the fold. He still had 17 blinds behind.
You won't call if I do.
Check and check. Oh no. Oh well. At 300,000. Take it out.
Pair of kings takes it down for Mr. 10. Tisk, tisk. He's showing cards again.
My chip, this count, my chip 2, chip 3, how about that?
I got lucky on him. I got pocket 6, ace 10. Ace came on the flop.
I know, and then you
2
guys.
queen. On the river, I got a 6.
Accurate description.
You
Yeah.
get saved by folding your jacks. Oh man, I don't know what's going on, but I'm a little scared of you right now. You got that something going on.
That's a good thing when the players are scared of the short stack.
Right?
Somehow he's dodging,
Raise 400,000.
dodging bullets, catching miracle sixes on rivers. Can't get rid of him.
Vasu. Vasu? Yes.
Nice to meet you.
What about
Brandon. Brandon.
Brandon?
Take it out.
Nice to meet you.
What your name?
Button's right.
Tin. Tin. Tin.
P-I-N.
Tin. Fabian.
All right, went 71 hands before we got official name introductions from the players. They can now relax. They've got big money coming.
The clock is.
Strategy's been playing the most hands.
All right. All right, so guys, the blinds are up. 100.
There they are, four-handed. They're saying the blind levels are going up. 4 players. Look at those payouts. Nice pay jumps coming up. Players locked up a prize of $4,030 with a $2,000 pay jump coming up.
10,000 difference between fourth and first.
Still a lot to play for.
Huge.
Huge.
200 to go.
So our man Voss has the lowest VPIP, so he's putting
Raise all in.
the least amount of money in voluntarily. He's picked an interesting spot here on the button.
On the button with 8-4, Randy Moss. He's in there, and Dreadzo's going to make the call with pocket eights.
This is what you call running into it, folks. He has run into it.
That time.
He's going to need an absolute miracle. 9% equity.
8 in the window.
Oh,
Setting
God.
Magetti for Dreadzo. The case 8 comes right on out. And that is it. Check mark, Wamboozle done. 8's
Sheesh.
full for Dreadzo, and Voss will be eliminated in this hand. He will finish in 4th place. Taking a look at those payouts that we just showed you. Our man Voss avoids catastrophe a couple of times, finds a spot here to get Wamboozled. 4th place prize. Very sweet, $4,030.
I am speechless. But our man Voss takes home $4,000. Great run, buddy.
Absolutely. Great run for Voss, getting through 305 entries today. Or 304 entries, I guess he got through officially.
Yeah, he'll have plenty to look back at, as you do in every cash game or tournament you ever play in. He's got plenty of video evidence of some spots that he might have done something different, but a sweet run nonetheless for Voss.
He has a good time at the poker table. We will see Voss again. He makes a lot of appearances in these tournaments here at Texas Card House Dallas. See him in the cash streets as well. All right, a fun little hand brewing at hand 72. We're back to the action. Dreadzo raising it up on the button. We're 3-handed now. King 7 of spades on the button. Ace deuce coming along. Pocket 5's coming along. Queen, Jack 10 the flop.
Checks.
10 and Dreadzo hoping the other hits a pair.
Dreadzo, the original raiser on the button, open-ended here.
Check.
Checks around.
6 of hearts. Looks pretty bricky, is bricky. No one holding hearts.
Check.
Strategy 10. We go check, check to the button.
Check around.
4 of spades. Everybody whiffs. Pocket fives with the check mark if we go to showdown.
He could put a tiny little bet out here.
Bet.
Get these players to fold. He does go with the 2 big blind bet.
400,000 to bet. And that does get it done.
Bluffing with the best of it.
Button is here.
Nice hand there. He's up to 4.5 million.
200 twice, baby.
Man, his final couple orbits, boy, including when 10 was away from the table on penalty and was able to get away from the 10s. Man, there's been some wackiness happening at this final table.
Starting. Raise. 450.
Poker is getting pricey now that the blinds are at 100, 200, 200.
Call 450.
Dreadzo gonna go set mining, going duck hunting with the deuces. And it's 8-5-8. Not a bad flop for deuces.
Checks.
$1.2 million out there,
That's 500,000.
and 500,000 is the sizing for strategy.
$1.2 million.
And 1.2 back over the top is Dreadzo with those pocket twos. Too many cards you're going to hate on the turn, so he decides to go ahead and raise now. And that's going to make the King 10 uncomfortable. And should eventually get a fold here. Giving away a lot of information, not only with body language, but with that dialogue.
Yeah, now it's been a hot minute, so we're turned it into a card funeral at this point.
There we go. Buried and gone.
R.I.P. King 10.
Here we are, big blind. 200 twice.
You full ace high? Huh? You full ace high? Yeah. A very good king high. Why you say I don't know if I can fold this? You need to have nothing. I felt something was coming. Huh? I felt something was coming.
200,000 ago.
It's always interesting when that kind of dialogue happens on the
Right.
flop. There's still
Yeah.
2 cards to come, you know, so it's like if we wait that long on that street, what are we going to go through on turns and rivers?
We're just going to tell them what we have.
It's pretty much what just happened. Not recommended. Dreadzo now joining the 6 million chip club. That's the first time on this
6
final
million.
table. 6 million in chips. There's 12 million in play, so do the math, folks. He's got over half the chips in play.
We raise. 950. 950 is about.
Strategy has an ace three-handed, so he's going to come over the top, makes it 950. That is a click back. Plus a little. And that will get it done. Nice hand there.
Nice job from Dreadzo as well. Putting a little pressure on it with the button.
This time I had ace.
And finds some resistance. Gets out of there no problem. Well, Dreadzo has a smooth left hand, by the way. When he's shuffling chips with that left hand and the way he throws chips out and even his cards out at Showdown, it looks nice.
Smooth as a baby's butt.
Raise. I'll get 550.
550 the raise from the button. Strategy's rocking king, queen.
And gets it through quick and easy because the other players have absolute trash.
Squadouche in the muck. Basura.
Basura, absolutely. We're looking at 6450 locked up for these three players. Second place gets into that five-figure territory, 10,000, and then of course, been talking about it all night. That big old chunk for first place, $14,000 for a day's pay. Not too shabby, RJ.
That's a pretty good day, Tater.
Raise to 500. All 500.
All right, we got a Jack 8, Queen 5 battle.
5 lands. That's 10.
Checks.
And
All in back.
he almost went all in before it fell down. Got it in there, all in officially.
The tower doth fall. 10 all in.
No problem.
Hit something, say something.
All right, 10 takes that one down. He's officially still our shorty at $2.7 million. Three-handed here. You're either the button or you're in the blinds. So you're either spending money or you got position. This time Dreadzo has position. Ace-9 suited. Definitely worthy of an open. 425,000.
All 425.
10 in the big blind with 7-8 suited. There it is. We've got some suited canooters in the big blind. Off to the flop we go. Queen 3-7. Middle pair for 10.
Sometimes they have to fix stuff back there.
Last time he landed middle pair, he ripped it. What's he do here? Does not go with a rip, but he picks up 600,000 in his hand, and he just throws that out there, and that gets it done. Dreadzo, ace, 9 of spades, not a lot working.
All right, RJ, it's my favorite time to talk about what you can buy with our first place prize. So there you go, $14,220. What can you buy in 2026 for $14,000? Well, the first thing that always pulls up is vehicles for these top prizes, and you're looking at some used sedans or hatchbacks, some crossover SUVs. So you can buy yourself a car with a little bit of tread on it.
Yeah, you get from A to B.
But you know what else you can do, RJ? You can take one badass vacation.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll get to that after this hand because there's some cool vacations you can take if you score $14,000.
I'm anxious to hear this. Queen 4 of diamonds is actually in the muck there, so 10 made it 200,000. So I guess 10 just called there.
Just called.
Okay, called from the small blind. Big blind bumped him out of there.
And the blinds are now up. So listen to this, RJ.
Okay.
With $14,000.
I want to go to Greece.
Here's some of the things you can do. You could go on a 17-day New Zealand rail tour.
We could go see our
Go
friend.
see our friend Kiwi down
You
there in New
got it.
Zealand. You could take an 8-week trip to Japan with a friend.
Ooh, I like
8
that.
weeks in Japan.
Yeah, that's good looking out.
A luxury all-inclusive family trip. Long-term Southeast Asia, Central America trip, 6 to 8 months.
Yeah?
You can live like a king for 14 grand,
Okay.
they say.
I need to go somewhere, Eric, where I have the sexy accent. Send me somewhere where that could happen.
I think your accent's only sexy in Oklahoma, RJ.
No, I tried it there. It didn't work.
Oh, okay. Well, shit out of luck. Try East Texas.
Yeah. Maybe Laos, Southeast Asia. Ace, queen, 5, the flop. So the queen lands here for strategy and his king, queen. 10 has a heart flush draw. Yeah, Danny knows. Asian Gimbal. Go 10.
Our friend, Danny Gamble.
9 of spades on the turn, hearts of whiff.
Check.
We got one more card to go.
Check.
Check, check. Now officially the hearts of whiff. King, queen has the check mark. You can get a full tank of gas and a couple of used Honda Civics. I'll give you one with a lot of money back.
The hearts do whiff, and the king-queen is going to take it down. My favorite, it says here, is in places like Vietnam and Thailand.
Yeah, now we're talking.
14K goes exceptionally far at just $81 average a day for everything, you know?
And I have the sexy accent.
And, yeah.
Yeah, my kind of place.
So all we got to do, RJ, is bink one of these tournaments and
Let's go.
live like a king for several months. Or you can buy a Subaru hatchback. Have fun in Colorado with the granola people.
I think I'd rather go to Vietnam Beach.
You got to raise to 500.
All right, 500,000 the raise from the button. Dreadzone's suited. Dreadzo's suited on the button. He's going to find some resistance here. Strategy has an ace-queen.
Our friend Danny Chin's going to have to rewind and hear some of our bragging on him.
Did we brag on Danny today?
I did.
Oh, okay.
Re-raise.
Yeah, Dallas HQ says you can buy 10 Yugos.
And you go where you go. Strategy with a big hand there, going to get that through. He's up over $5 million again.
Big 3-bet. Take it down.
He's now up over $6 million, excuse me. So a couple of hiccups for him. Players are getting tired. They've been playing since 10 a.m.
I'm getting tired, Eric.
We're at 1 a.m., folks. It's now Sunday morning.
I took a nap when these guys were at level 12. Yeah, I saw that Danny Chin had some success down there in Austin.
Well, I texted him earlier because I got to watch finally the final table that he was on, and he had 3 of the sickest hands I've ever seen. And when I told him about it, he said, yeah, I was going to play in the main event. I was so tilted. I just took my L and drove home. But he did get a nice cash score.
Nice little cash.
Let's not forget that Danny ran deep in a tournament down there at the World Series of Poker. But
Danny's been cranking lately.
man, he had 3 of the nastiest runouts that you can even imagine. That'll make you just not want to play poker.
10 reaching.
The computer hand, choo-choo for Chin.
Danny said he'd gamble. Queen 7's throwing down. All in.
Take it up.
Choo-choo for 10. Gets her done.
Yeah, they always say I can get that polarizing. It's not what I'm looking for.
That's right. We'll have to get Christina to bring another latte, RJ, if you're taking naps in
Man,
here.
I'm out. Energy Bloom, out. Latte, out.
These Energy Blooms are pretty good drinks, though.
Not bad.
Raspberry lemon.
Yeah.
No sugar, natural energy.
Makes your leg twitch a little bit, like someone scratching your belly, but I like it.
Take the odds.
Doesn't start like it. It doesn't taste like you can fully start a lawnmower with it, but it's got some energy to it.
All right, battle of the 8-6 and the 4-3, and first one to bet will take it down. Strategy with his big stack is now using it. Well done. So 10's got his work cut out for him. Just got hit by the big blind there and had a 4 high, and now he's in the small blind.
And looking at his clock. Don't do it, 10. Don't look at your clock.
Doesn't have a whole lot of blinds left, so I have a feeling if he sees a face or some suited canooters, he might just rip it, RJ.
Will he look?
He's going to be forced to look, I believe, because Strategy has woken up with a little suited Broadway combo here.
Raise. 550. All in. Is that call?
All in from 10. He's got deuces. Strategy opened it up on the button. 10 does look at a pair.
Let me know when you're ready.
He's got pocket deuces, Eric.
Our buddy Scott won the seniors event with deuces. Let's see if 10 can get some luck.
Here's the race. 4, 5, 9, the flop.
Deuces looking good.
Ace on the turn. Can the deuces hold? King
Oh,
of clubs on the river. We've seen a couple of spicy rivers. And there's a naughty king of clubs. That river will knock out our man 10.
Nice to meet you.
Uh-huh.
The elimination will put 10 in third place.
I mean, ask Danny. We'd all win every tournament if it weren't for rivers. It's part of the game, though.
Rivers are scams, if
They
you
are.
ask Danny.
Third place goes to our man 10. Great run. Another final table. Hadn't seen him in a hot minute, and if he gets on a roll, folks, we will see him on a lot of final tables. 64.50 for our man 10. Third place out of 308 entries. Our final two, Fabian and Brandon, going by Strategy and Dreadzo.
Big blind? Yes, sir. 2 and 2.
Yeah, interesting question there from Dallas Mavs. Are there ever very top-level guys in these tournaments right here at Texas Card House Dallas? And absolutely there are. Just in our daily tournaments, there are the occasional $1 million winner just randomly out there in the field. They will piddle around in some of these events.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know what your definition of top-level guys are, but $1 million winners are pretty tough to get around.
Yeah, we had one in the 9 seat in this very tournament. Abraham, winner of a couple of big events at Choctaw, got a couple of banners up with his face on it and over $1.2 million in tournament earnings. And he'll still splash around here.
Oh, this is his home card room, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so we're down to heads up, Strategy and Dead Zone. $8 million in chips for Strategy, $4 million in Dead Zone. It's
Now you're going to be
somewhat of a fair fight here.
blinds over here.
2-1 on chip stacks. Advantage Strategy.
Yeah, Dreadzo's been making a bunch of final tables here in the last few months and also come to play on some of our cash streams. So been very fun to watch him have a lot of recent success, and hopefully for him,
Yeah.
if it continues, we've had a lot of fun.
And Dallas HQ did call it earlier. He said these were his 2 picks. They're playing the best, and he wanted to see him get down to it.
He picked a couple good ponies.
Here they are.
Call.
Well, Strategy has Mama watching in the background too, which is pretty kick-ass to have some family here supporting you. Make a final table and have Mom on the rails, just like an athlete would up in the stadium.
Man, Queen 3-5 to flop.
300.
Good for Strategy. He's got a queen. Didn't matter how many people were in the crowd when I was playing baseball. I could tell you where Mama was sitting.
2 pair for Strategy. And our man Dreadzo does not want to hit his own 2 pair. He's going to need
He does need a diamond
a
here.
diamond or a 5. Does not come through.
Check. That's 700. 700.
Pretty heavy on the value side there, and
Queens and 8.
Dreadzo gets to see why.
Yeah, and that will put a dent into Dreadzo's stack. 9.4 million now for strategy. Dreadzo up to down to 2.8, pardon me.
Well, and that's kind of what I was getting at earlier when I mentioned that in our even bigger one, our multi-day tournaments, we rarely see the same faces show up on final tables because it's so hard to get through multi-flight, multi-day tournaments. So it really is anyone's game. I mean, every month we have somebody winning $50,000 to $60,000, and it's been a new face almost every damn time, except for 2. I think we had one player chop a couple of them. So it's definitely anybody's game.
It is anybody's game, and it can be difficult. There's a lot of entries, and a lot of these entries are pretty good. 10%, 15% of the field is pretty good. So, but it's a great learning experience, and the only way to get in there and battle with these guys is to dive in.
Yeah. And most of the folks that have had a lot of success, they're going to play, a different strategy. They're not going for min cashes. They're going to play to win, and that's really what tournament poker is about. You're not just wanting to min cash because over time you're not going to make a whole lot of money doing that. So you really want to run deep and play to win. But in our one-day tournaments, we will see a lot of the same faces on final tables on a regular basis.
400,000 from the button, Jack 9. So 4-1 now is the chip advantage for strategy. Looking to close it out here.
And there is that trophy now put on the table with, of course, the TCH Tournament Champion coin that they award to any tournament that you win. But great trophy there, made by our man, Bob, from Aeon Crystal. And you can see it says Lone Star Showdown 50K on it. One of these 2 players is going home with $14,000 plus in cash in a beautiful tournament trophy.
King 6-3. Strategy lands the best of it again with a 3. And another 3. He's got trips. Deuce 4 does have a gut shot here. Dreadzo could hit a 5. Ten of clubs, no help for Deuce 4. Strategy does check his trips here. Trying to induce a bet from Dreadzo. Is it going to work? Yeah, it works. 600,000 to bet from Dreadzo. Quick peek from strategy. And he's all in.
Card's definitely going the way of Mr. Strategy there, and he is up over 10 million in chips. He can really lean on his opponent now. Let's see if he uses that stack. Dreadzo is going to be looking for a double real quick, so he may not have to do much leaning because Dreadzo's going to put his chips in. He's playing to win, no doubt. He's had some great success in recent months here on this very table.
Yeah, in today's effort, he's got a prize locked up already.
Yeah, 10,000 plus.
A little over $10,000, so nothing to be ashamed of there. Sweet prize already, but 10,000 for second, 14,000 for first. That's plenty to play for.
Absolutely. 4K and a beautiful trophy up for grabs right now.
You're only one. You're only one.
There are a lot of cash players in our room who just haven't taken the tournament plunge yet because they don't think that it's really a good use of their time because they are so profitable in cash, and I don't blame them. There's a lot.
All in from Dreadzo. He's ripped it from the button. He's got 5 high, folks. 5 deuces, ripped it from the button. And look at this. Strategy makes the call with pocket 3s.
We said he was going to be willing to put his chips in, and
so
he does.
Here we go. The tournament's on the line, and we're 5 high, folks. King, 9-9 the flop.
Oh, my goodness. A lot of chop outs.
A king or an 8 would be nasty here. Deuce of clubs.
No.
No help for the 5 deuce. 3s are going to hold.
First time final table for strategy, and he is going to bink a big one. Day's pay right there, $14,000 for Mr. Strategy, and another great run for Fabian. Mr. Dreadzo finishing in second place and taking home $10,030. But RJ, our man, Brandon, going by Strategy tonight, winner. First place prize, $14,220, and a beautiful trophy. Well done, young man.
Congrats to our man Strategy, and he entertained us with the screen name right out of the gate, and he understood the assignment. Entertain us with the screen name and win the tournament. Well done, Strategy.
Yeah, absolutely. We saw a lot of unorthodox play from a lot of our players tonight.
Yeah, it was a
lot
fun
of great
stream.
play as well. It was a fun stream. Had us speechless a couple times. That's why we come here and do these tournaments, because it's just a lot of fun, and you get to see what it is capable of prize-wise every week here at Texas Card House. Next week we'll have the same tournament on Saturday. The following, though, the 12th through, I guess, the 16th or whatever is the even bigger one.
Yeah, and hopefully we can see some of these players continue their heater. I know we've seen Dreadzo a few times here lately. Look forward to seeing him in some of these events do well and continue this streak that he's on. Second place finish tonight. And,
Absolutely.
He's making some real cash.
But y'all get your studying going, folks, because at the end of the month we've got our signature series, 100K, 300K, 500K tournaments. Those are the big highlights. And look at those buy-ins, RJ. 400, 365, $500. Not too different from the buy-in that we just had today, but those prizes are going to be even bigger. So can't wait to see what we get going. But before we even get to that, we will have our 250K even bigger one starting on the 12th. Y'all have a great weekend. Thanks again for joining us. For RJ Dupree, I'm Eric Van Loozen, and for TCH Dallas, we are out of here, RJ.
Good night, TCH.